On live. Okay, welcome back to the stream, everybody. How's it going tonight?
I have miso soup and I'm dipping crackers into it.
Nice.
I had spanakopita and now I am done. Also some more alcohol. Yay.
Yay.
Excellent.
I
That's
am
good.
swaying. Should get some hummus.
Arugi, how are you?
Pretty good too. Just not doing much. Very hot lately.
Okay, and Sarah?
I'm here.
Okay. Good enough. But yes, welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons. This is session 49 of Dungeons & Dragons, a bit of a special session tonight. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that, I've now dropped 0 frames. Holy, talk about feast or famine. But tonight is a special episode of Dungeons & Dragons. This is our 49th episode. It is going to be a flashback to an event that occurred at the beginning of level 6 during the initial prep session for level 6, wherein the party consumed alcohol by the loosest definition, created by stuffing a seagull into a bottle of seawater and letting it ferment. Some of the party members ended up sampling that deadly draft and were instantly knocked off their feet. What was that?
There was also some tree sap in that, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. The hallucinogenic tree cambion that was used by the turtles in order to reach higher consciousnesses.
At this point, doesn't even matter what went in, because what didn't go in.
But yes, the party had some of that, and subsequently was racked with terrible, terrible visions, which they were unable to remember until they finally got home from Sample's laboratory and are finally able to recount to the rest of the party as to what happened. So this is going to be the recap, basically, of what the party saw in their alcohol-induced dreams. Excellent.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get us over to the Roll20s, so everybody get in the Roll20s.
I am in the roll 20s already.
There we are. It's all captured and shit. I need to grab my, There we go. Grab some of my this. Grab my initiative tracker. Just gotta reach on over. Whoop. There we are.
We need to revamp this home base of ours.
Yeah, for level 7 with all the new stuff and whatnot. There's going to be a whole lot. The start of level 7, the first session, I would be surprised if you guys even made it into combat.
Oh boy.
Because there's going to be a lot of stuff to do. Okay, now I need to... There we go. Erase everything on my initiative sheet.
Close enough.
Okay, excellent.
So we're still using level 6 stats, right?
Yep, everything is still level 6 for now.
Right.
Since this is a...
I haven't updated anything yet.
yeah, since this is a flashback. Now, the only party members who actually had any of the alcohol were Ardeus and Yax. But
And
some...
also Froth
Yes.
and NPCs.
Frothy. Frothy had some as well, so Frothy is going to be joining you in the place of Logan as your DMPC. He's a lot less impressive than Logan. He just punches things. That's all he has access to, is fist punch and punch with fist.
Does he have special alcohol knowledge though? Or...
Yes, he has proficiency in brewers, supplies, and medicine.
Very good.
That's about it. Yeah, here we are back in the Funky Crunch office, freshly gotten back from from Sample's lair.
Oh.
And as soon as we all sit down and the party has a drink, suddenly it all rushes back to you, and you begin having an involuntary flashback sequence. Oh, hey, Missy, sorry you just missed the hunt. It's okay, it wasn't a good one. But yes,
Hi, Missy.
let's go back some time to a month ago before you met with Sample. Some of you may remember that incident, where Ardeus shared some of that wicked brew that he had been concocting, the dubious seagull wine, enhanced by the hallucinogenic tree cambium. Ardeus, as well as Yax and your resident brewer Frothy, all shared a round of the draft, and as a result were incapacitated for the rest of the day, no doubt suffering some kind of toxicity-induced fever dream. Just what kind of things did they witness in their nightmare? Well, on this session of D&D, we're going to find out on an adventure I call The Frunky Crunches, actually just Ardeus, Yax, and Frothy's, adventures in having terrible nightmares induced by drinking a dead seagull in a bottle.
Very
Is
cool.
this contemporary anime?
Okay, so Ardeus and Yax, the last thing that either of you remember is the feeling of being whacked hard on the back of the head, and then darkness. And when you come to, you may find yourself...
So is that what I'm feeling right now?
Perhaps.
I totally thought I was logged in.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta log in here.
There she is.
There she is indeed.
Oh, it's a boat.
There she blows.
So when you come to, you find yourselves on a boat that is tossed about by waves, making it hard to come down from the feelings of intense nausea that are causing your stomachs to twist and your vision to smoke up. You can see your companions around you. Your other two companions, Ardeus, you can see Frothy and Yax. Yax, you can see Frothy and Ardeus. You kind of just landed on your asses on this boat in the middle of the waves.
Nice.
I asked Ardeus if we're dreaming.
Are
Or did this... Wait, are we dead?
we dead?
It feels very, very visceral. Ordinarily in dreams you get no sense of smell, however you can very, very clearly smell the salty air. You can feel the motions of the ocean. And you can feel a lot of soreness all over your head and butt.
That's it. It fucking killed us. We dead. We died.
They just fucked your asses
think
and
we have
left
our
you on a
equipment.
ship.
Yep.
On our bodies, or if we only have the clothes on our back.
Frothy attempts to get up and just immediately slumps down onto his face with his butt in the air.
Do we see these doors around us?
Yes. Yes, you do. There appear to be 3 doors around you on the ship, mysteriously.
One.
Also
Yeah, 2.
mysteriously is
Yeah,
that there don't seem to be any colors in the doors.
I opened door 2.
You attempt to open the door and it doesn't budge. However, suddenly you hear a squawking sound around you.
That's it. It's the ghost of the seagull come to get us in our death.
One moment. Actually forgot to open one thing.
Oh
That's
fuck!
my-
It's the seagull that was in the bottle. Shit. Back
The sacrificial gull.
to vengeance. Oh no.
Ah, there it is. Gotta put that over here so that I can reference that. Okay, so yes, suddenly you hear a squawking sound around you, and upon a perch before you lands a seagull that glows with a golden light.
No shit.
Why? Why that picture?
Oh no, I hate it when it does this.
Hello.
Have you come to punish us for our sins?
Hi, Link.
I only drank 1.5 bottles.
What's up, Link?
Swear.
How's it going, Link?
You only
Only
have
drink
one,
one.
so how do you drink a bottle and a half?
Hold on, Link.
Or more like one bottle, like a quarter of a bottle. I don't think I've only been taking tiny sips of it and knocking out every time I do it.
Greetings, dreamers! Welcome to the realm between sleep and awake. You folk from the world of waking should really not be here.
And you should?
Why, yes! I am this place.
Is this my divine punishment?
Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. It's okay. Your kind end up here occasionally. Typically when you do some kind of irreversible damage to your minds and end up in lifelong comas.
Oh,
Sorry to alarm you. That may not necessarily be the case, however. There is a chance, if your will is great enough, that you may yet return to the world of the living, under my guidance. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eternal Guide and Guardian of the Dream Realm. If you wish to return to waking, you must restore the state of your consciousness back to normal. Hey, Biggie, how's it going?
What if I just went to sleep?
You could do that, but it would make it rather hard to get out unless you really like it on this boat.
I don't like it on this boat. I don't like it on this boat when I'm awake. Unless there's something to, like, catch
if
me.
I were to drink some more of that wine, would I wake up or would I go deeper?
You search for your possessions and you can't seem to find any of the wine.
Okay.
On the other hand, all of your other gear that you typically bring out adventuring, including your weapons, all seems to be with you.
Okay, that's good.
Is that what you wish then? Do you wish to return to normal, or do you wish to spend the rest of your existences asleep, drooling, and soiling yourself on this boat?
Let's try to wake up, I guess.
Are you going to tell us how to get to wake up?
Indeed! The seagull caws again, and the 3 doors around you shake. As of now, there are 3 facets of your consciousness that have been thrown out of whack. Behind each of these doors, you will find a landscape that has been tainted and ravaged by a foul beast. In each of these places, you will also find something that does not belong. You must go to each of these 3 places and restore the proper order, remove the thing that does not belong, and place it in its proper place. You do not need to fell the beasts within, though doing so may make your task easier. Do you understand?
If
Yeah.
I kill things, I win.
Well, in that case, to aid you on your task, allow me to teach you a technique. I want you both to envision the strongest allies you can think of, perhaps born into the images of the friends you have left behind in the waking world. These dream semblances will aid you on your quest. Are you ready to give it a try?
Yeah, sure.
In that case, make really, really hard thinking sounds.
Why is this
That's my bestest friend.
What was that, Sarah?
I said, why are the thinking sounds necessary?
They are necessary to the... Get that fucking thing out of here. Good God, even in this realm, never have I seen a more terrifying creature.
What did he wait, did he summon his patron?
He summoned the mule.
Oh,
My bestest
I
friend.
don't
Okay,
see.
so from the imagination of our dais, an almighty muscular man comes forth.
Oh shit.
Christine,
Yeah.
you may summon him.
Oh shit. Oh shit, hold on,
Which one is
bitch.
it? Which brother
Oh,
was
wait.
it? Oh fuck.
How do I... Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, just drag him in.
Ah shit. It's brother
Beefus Wall.
Beefus Wall.
A mighty muscular man comes forth, a man who mysteriously dons a wizard's cap and possesses the voice of a young boy. All right,
Ah,
Yax.
yes.
Hi guys.
My most respected person, Beefus Wall.
This
Beefus
wizard goes, I
Swallow.
cast magic missile and punches things.
Yes. And then Yax, from your imagination, comes
I was
forth.
just gonna summon Olivier.
Oh. From Yax's imagination comes forth a creature that that appears to be made of food.
Olivier?
However, it looks ornery and quite dangerous. Cryo.
We're still on Olivier here.
Oh,
What the fuck is this?
It's Pepper Iskra.
Perhaps Yax was hungry when she fell into her coma.
This is not Olivier.
No, it isn't.
It is Pepper Iskra.
She sets things on fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Frothy tries his hardest, but all that manages to happen is that he lets out a little gas.
Oh.
So, Wally, you already have all of your special stats. Iskra, you have Fire Breath as the spell Dragon Breath, but permanently. Let me just type that out, and there you go.
But it's only fire breath. I'm taking it.
It's yeah, it's permanent Fire Breath. Oh.
I just deleted the axe.
There we are. In that case, wherever you want to go first is completely up to you. Well, that's all I have to say. Good luck.
Yeah, go die. Well, I already rolled for door number 2. Do you guys want to check out door number 2?
I fucking do it.
Alright, door number 2 is.
It shrunk into nothingness. Okay, so in that case, you try the door to the north and end up in the Fields of Elysium.
Cool.
Do we put ourselves on the left over where the doors?
On the bottom here.
Oh, on the bottom. Oh, there's more doors. Holy shit.
Oh, gotta zoom
What
out.
is this music?
Iskra Nero.
What, is
Have an
that
Iskra.
corn?
Oh, fuck. I drew on myself.
Is that fucking corn?
Looks like corn.
What is this?
Yeah, that seems to be corn.
Oh, okay.
That's some maize.
Oh, there's maize in the maze.
Let me find Frothy. There's Frothy.
It's a maze.
It's amazing. All right, could I actually get you guys just to roll initiative now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just see. Oh, plus
Okay.
2. Okay.
15.
Ah, yes.
21 it is.
Beefus Wallum is big and slow.
And check those.
Brawley.
Yeah.
Okay, so Iskra, then Yax, then Ards, then Frothy, and then Beefus Wallum. There we are. Excellent. Okay. So, you all emerge in a field, an autumnal field. The ground is covered in leaves and mush and all sorts of other detritus and undergrowth. The trees around you are all shedding their leaves, and there's a very, very harvesty smell in the air. You notice that in the distance there appears to be a field of corn.
Cool.
There are also a couple of doors to either side, as well as the door that you came
can we
from
see
behind
through
you.
This?
You can vaguely see through it. It counts as heavily obscured.
Oh, okay. So like if
Yeah, so
Let's go check out the corn.
yeah, it's trees.
I want to go check out the corn.
Okay. So just begin dragging yourself over.
How does it look like when I walk?
That's a good question. Okay, now hold on. As soon as you get to right where our dais is, and you can see the corn clearly. By the way, roll a perception check.
I need to see what my perception is. Okay, +6.
Alright, so you notice that growing out of one of the corn stalks appears to be a fish.
Is it edible?
Well, there's only one way to find out. But yes, as soon as you get to about there, a bunch of sharp roots shoot out of the ground, barring your progress. Suddenly you hear the wail of what must be a ferocious beast.
Iskra, breathe fire on them.
On the
On the roots.
roots. Yeah, just walk right up to him.
Okie dokes. What was the... It was higher up.
Also, I'm gonna roll nature for fish corn.
15, 15.
Roll nature for fish corn. Alright, so you're pretty sure that fish doesn't grow from corn stalks.
Is there such thing as a cornfish?
There is probably a such thing as a cornfish. You could probably get about any word in the dictionary and put it in front of the word fish, and it'll be a fish, including dickfish.
Ah, good. What a nice nature check.
What do I roll to breathe fire?
You don't, you just breathe fire.
And everything else
Oh.
makes a dex save.
Brah.
Okay, so you breathe fire on the vines, and suddenly you hear a shrieking sound and a rustling in the trees. Looking in the direction that it came from, you can see something. You can see this!
Oh.
It's pumpkin. Breathe fire on it.
Oh shit.
Okay, so going to initiative. That was Iskra, so to Yax. The pumpkin doesn't seem happy about that, and is most certainly aggressive towards your party.
But it's like heavily obscured right now.
Yeah.
Are the vines gone?
Yes, Iskra burned them away.
Excellent, okay.
With me.
I'm gonna move to there.
Con mi aliento muy picante.
Oh.
That took me way too long to remember.
Can I
I see
also,
Iskra's gonna be speaking Spanish this whole
can I also
time.
take a closer look at the fish while I'm up here?
Okay, so the fishing appears to be incredibly uncomfortable growing out of that corn stalk. Its eyes are really wide and nervous and looking around, and it looks as though it's choking.
G.
On the other hand, the rest of the corn appears to be perfectly normal corn, even though it's growing in an incredibly straight, almost manufactured row.
We should deal with this. Do you guys want to deal with this pumpkin thing, or do you want to just like snatch this fish and see what happens when we throw it back in the ocean?
Let's do that with the fish.
Okay, I picked the fish.
Okay, so it takes an action to yank the fish out of the corn stalk. Anything else for your turn, Yax?
No.
Okay.
I'll just sit here and wait to get attacked or whatever.
All right.
Toss me the fish. Or toss me with the fish, I guess.
You want me to toss you the fish?
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna cost an action or anything. Is it?
I mean, passing somebody something is a
Yeah,
reaction.
passing it is free. Throwing it would be an action.
Okay.
Oh my! You are pinching his tip.
Pharaoh, my friends are being naughty.
Anyway, Ardeus, it's your turn then.
Okay,
I don't know what that means on a cat.
I guess I'll.
Stay there, Ardeus.
What are we gonna do with this pumpkin? I'm not sure. I guess I'll just observe it from
Just-
over.
Stay where you are and enjoy the warmth.
Yeah, sure. That sounds fine. That's fine.
She pulled my tip. This is what happened.
Yeah, I'll just observe what he's doing for now. If he gets any close, I'm gonna bolt whichever way he's coming towards me.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna hold action to do that.
Okay, hold action to bolt.
Yep, just
All right.
bolt.
Pumpkin begins moving. It moves in a unique way. What it does is it sprouts vines and then begins crawling along like a spider.
So,
Beautiful. Pharaoh, you're not allowed there, so don't do it.
The pumpkin gets to here and it shrieks a roar at you.
Can I shriek back?
Yes.
Okay, I shriek back.
Okay, wonderful. And then, Yax, make me a Constitution save.
Pharaoh? I swear to God. I do have it written down. Saving throws, con +5.
Oh,
Why did it
okay.
take so long to roll? This is painful.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Okay, so you recognize the spell because of how many times you've commanded your friend Pumpkin to use it. It appears this thing attempted to use the Frostbite spell on you.
Does it have all Pumpkin's weaknesses as well?
What are Pumpkin's weaknesses?
Olivier?
Oh. I suppose you could do your best to attempt to summon Olivier.
Not on the desk. No, we're not going on the desk. Nope. No, we're not allowed to.
I'm grabbing something real quick. But yeah, after the pumpkin wobbles over and makes clear its aggressive intent, it is Frothy's turn. I forgot to move Frothy up. Let's say Frothy is about here. He says, "By Gord, that is a massive gourd."
Who's Gord?
My pal Gord.
can we ascend with Gord?
Gord's afraid of heights.
We can descend with Gord.
Gord's afraid of depths. He's also afraid of widths. Circumference. It's because they circumferenced him as a child.
Oh,
Oh, seems like a narrow guy.
Wait.
How did this happen?
You sit there. The keyboard sits here, not you.
Meow.
Okay, hopefully that uploads. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. Okay, got that ready. Alright, so, after, Frothy, comes and makes his astute observation, it is finally time for, your new companion, Beefus Wallum, to show you what he's capable of in Ardeus's mind.
shit. Flex really hard, please.
Oh? Hold on, I'm trying to find my speed. Oh, 6 spaces. Okay.
Speed's 99.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I technically can't do anything from here. Big think.
Pose for the fans.
What about like
Yeah,
here?
do some cool poses.
Do some cool poses.
Hey, Sass,
Okay.
how's it going? Oh, well, we've already had some farts on the stream.
Here, just look at Pepiskra. I mean Habaniskra.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything. Oh, sorry.
It's Habaniskra.
Oh, I can hold the dead on that boy.
What was that, Sarah?
I said I like Habaniskra.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to
Okay.
toll the dead on the giant pumpkin?
Yos.
Okay, in that case, it needs to make a wisdom save. $16. What did it need to hit?
Sorry, I'm not used to these anymore. It needed a 16.
Okay, so it just passed.
Okay.
So
he at the very least
Yeah.
flexes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Describe, each time you cast a spell, describe exactly the motions that you do with your body to cast it.
Shit. Okay, alright. So Toll the Dead. He spreads his legs and stares down menacingly at this pumpkin.
The
And-
pumpkin blushes even harder.
He spread his legs.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Okay, in that case, back to the top with Iskra.
Okay, Habaniska's gonna shimmy on up. I'll just do my fart by Ardeus.
Yeah, I didn't need to see that.
My little doodles are getting in the way.
Or
My little tree men.
Speaking of Iskra, you still have your access to your crossbow somehow. It just seems to kind of hover around your body.
okay.
Mind-controlled crossbow.
Just the crossbow, nothing else, right?
Oh no, anything that you would normally have on an adventure, you are able to manifest.
Including the spells?
Yeah, including your spells and everything. Your character is the exact same, you just have the added fire breath.
So for like
Okay.
the thematic components, you just like wiggle your little.
Got it. So
Oh,
I'm just
no.
gonna stay here. And I will go and Slayer's Prey. Is that the right one?
Okay.
Pretty sure it's Slayer's Prey.
The pumpkin has been sized up, and you are able to determine how best to shoot at it.
No, Slayer's Prey is the one that hurts him.
Huh? Slayer's
Yeah.
Prey and Hunter's Mark are functionally the same.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was like seeing the wrong one, just making sure. Okay, I will shoot then.
Okay, roll your attacks. 18 is a hit. 20 is a crit.
Holy shit.
Oh.
No, the Slayer's
Right.
Prey only applies to the first attack,
Yes.
so you don't get double d6s. So you get 3d8 plus d6 plus 8.
Yeah, and I just want to make sure. Where's this damn thing? Give me a second. First turn of combat. Would this be my first turn of combat?
No. And also, the pumpkin has acted.
Yeah, so just, yeah. Okay. So, plus 4. But it's not a plus. That's not a plus. Jesus Christ.
It should be plus 8 since you hit with both of them.
That's true.
Yeah, so it'll be 3d8 plus d6 plus 8. Excellent. 19 damage.
Habaniska gonna stay. She'll just stay put.
Okay, so you fire a bolt somehow. From an outside perspective, it looks exactly like telekinesis into the flesh of the pumpkin. It pierces in, and the pumpkin spurts out juicy orange flesh and screams at you. Its eyes glow with fury, and it resembles more and more a jack-o'-lantern.
Is it delicious?
Only one way to find out, I guess. Anyway, back to Yax.
How big is this fish?
The fish is about the size of an ear of corn.
It's pretty big.
Okay, I was just wondering if I. Wow, an ear of corn is like, what, a foot long?
Less than a foot. You'd
No, I
say
was just
it's about a 10-inch fish, maybe
Put it
about.
in my pocket or something like
Yeah,
that.
you could certainly pocket the fish.
Okay. Shoot, I pocket the fish so I can shoot at the pumpkin.
Oh, right. Sorry, your nature check also tells you that this is a freshwater fish.
Oh, it's a freshwater fish. Okay, so no yeeting it into the ocean, but I guess it's coming with us.
Oh, that's
If
what
you
I do
wanna
in
go on
Animal
an attack
Crossing.
with mice can make friends. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot at it while we think about that. It's a good thing
Okay.
I made that nature check.
All right, 24 is a hit.
Come on.
Yeah, I noticed it's being slow for me today as well. All right, 12 damage on the first hit.
Oh, not right for me.
9 is a miss.
9 is a miss. Okay. Do you guys want to go back to the boat? Or do we want to go...
He said we didn't need to kill them. There, we didn't need to fight. It would be faster, but I'm not sure.
It would just
Oh, that's-
make things easier without having to deal with them and running away.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. But I'm gonna back up anyway. Like, we can just back up. So do you want to go to 1 or 2?
I'm
I'm gonna vote for number 1.
Yeah, sure. Let's go up then.
Unless Chili Isker wants me to stay with her to defend her.
I think I should be fine, unless like I get like ensnared or something.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, pumpkins don't have blood per se. They have water. So the only thing it can really spew is that like orange pumpkin flesh.
And seeds. It's babies.
Yeah, the holes weren't big enough for it to spew seed.
Spicy pumpkins here.
Gross.
Amazing.
I got Brandon say something dirty.
It doesn't take much.
Clip it.
Anyway, Ardeus.
Okay, I'm going to go up here, blast this guy.
Okay, go for it.
Bang, bang. Nice.
All right, yep, 2 hits
Bang, bang.
for a total of 20 damage.
And then I'm gonna flex.
Nice, there you go, flexing beside your manifestation there.
Yeah. And I'll hold my turn by holding my pose.
Okay. After you is the pumpkin. So, Ardeus, what is your armor class?
Oh, it should be 17.
Okay.
Or 19 with the shield. 'Cause I have the shield now. I forgot. I don't have what's it called. I think I took it back from the skeletal. Whoa, that's a lot. Big modifier.
Alright, so this is 2 misses. It shoots both of its vines into the ground, and they appear by your feet and attempt to grab at you. Both of them, however, luckily miss you. However, the pumpkin does begin to approach. It crawls on over to you on its vines, and that is the end of the pumpkin's turn. Next up is Frothy. Frothy is going to follow along with Yex, and is like, "Oh, I'm fine with getting out of here." It looks like our friends might be in trouble, though.
Frothy have any equipment?
He has, in terms of anything that he can use during combat, he's wearing some thick hides, and he has a pair of brass knuckles. But speaking of pure solid brass, Wally, it's your turn.
Okay.
Solid brass.
Go beef
Wally
Wellington.
flexes insanely and chooses to punch the pumpkin
Okay.
Shit.
with a hammer fist.
Okay.
Because why not? Okay. So that's a +8, and then you have to make a 16 DC save to not be knocked over prone. But yeah, so he pulls his fist back and then uppercuts the pumpkin in its orange pumpkin jaw.
Okay, so yeah,
And
roll
says,
your...
Caramio smash!
well, unfortunately, you rolled a
Fails.
natural 1, so...
Magic missile.
So roll me another d20.
Our days and dreams here.
It's okay. So you missed the first one, but you do get a second attack. And keep in mind that when you unarmed strike, you can cast a spell as well.
Yeah, true.
Wait, what class is this?
This is a homebrew class that I've been trying to work on. It's the same class that Adam had.
It's
So
beef
he does
Wellington.
2 attacks, yes?
Yeah, you have
There's,
extra attack.
And in terms of... Oh, okay. But specifically, which ones can he use, like, in terms of spells?
Just an evocation spell that you know of level 1 or higher that has a casting time of 1 action. You can now cast it as a bonus action because you've made an unarmed
hold
strike.
on.
Brandon, did you ever look at
Sorry, the parentals were coming in.
a 3.
Sorry, what was that, Sarah?
There's a 3.5 class called a Hexblade.
Yeah, I
Not
know about it.
Hexblade, a Duskblade.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Was that
Yeah.
Tome of Weeaboo Fighting Magic, or what was that?
No, it's Player's Handbook 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it basically functions the same way except you use a sword.
Yeah. This is, just completely based on that comic of the Fist Wizard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you need ideas, take a look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know which one of these spells are evocation, so I'm not gonna...
Probably all of them.
Probably all of
Just
them.
name it and I'll tell you if it's evocation or not. But yeah, you
Yeah,
get to make
Scorching
a second punch. Yeah, Scorching Ray is evocation.
Okay, so I can... Wait, do I attack with the D20 +8, or...
Yeah, so you make a fist attack, and then you also make your spell attacks for Scorching Ray. Your Scorching Rays are probably a different... Actually, no, it casts from strength, so it'd be the same.
Okay. Wait, no. I'm gay. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, a 23 is a hit, so this time your punch actually manages to land.
Yeah, Chromia Smash, take 2.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
So now it needs to make a strength save. Oh, nat 20. So it doesn't land prone. However, you do get to roll your damage, and you do get your 3 Scorching Ray attack rolls.
Okay, let me just erase my bulge. Really quick.
If I think
okay,
hard enough, if I think hard enough, can I make wall fucking beef is wall is stronger?
He's already like as strong as your mind could possibly imagine him.
Oh,
Like right now, you're gazing upon him, and he's the most beautiful creature you've ever laid eyes upon.
Okay, so it's just the regular attack and then the 3 Scorching Rays, yes?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll start with the first one. Oh, it's taken a while. And then the Scorching Rays, I don't...
You roll 3d20. It's 3 separate attack rolls.
Yeah, okay. 3d20. Okay, just 3d20 straight?
It has your 2 hit bonus on it. But just roll 3d20 for the sake of time. And I'll do the math
Okay.
in my head. Okay,
Wow.
so, 1 hit.
1 hit?
Actually, 2 hits. It,
hits,
yeah,
one hit,
that one
it
meets
takes
the AC. So that's
2d6
40...
to 46.
Yeah, so 46 damage on top of your 8. Oh, okay. That's also, yeah, alright. So it ends up taking 30 damage from the Scorching Rays. It appears as though Pumpkin does not like fire one bit. The Scorching Rays sear its flesh, and it actually smells quite tasty.
Wally hungry. His entire arm is now broken. Just one.
But yeah, so you punch into the pumpkin, and as soon as your fist touches orange flesh, it explodes with flames that light up the creature from within.
Beautiful.
Yep, it definitely doesn't seem to have liked that very much. Now, after Wally is Iskra. However, on the beginning of Iskra's turn, this thing uses one of its legendary actions to cast a cantrip. And it's going to make a spell attack roll against Iskra.
Oh.
With a 25. 25 is a definite hit.
No.
So Iskra takes 8 damage and is pulled over to here.
Habanisca no le gusta.
One of its vines lashes out, and Yax, if you're still paying attention, you recognize it as the spell Thorn Whip.
I'm here. It's Thorn Whip.
Yep.
I'm paying attention.
No, I just meant if Yax sees it, because Yax is heading towards the door.
Oh. Well, nobody else seems to want to head towards the door.
They want to test out their cool new character abilities.
That's
I got pulled closer.
nice.
You did.
Well, you're supposed to have to breathe fire on it now.
Mm-hmm.
You certainly are. Iskra, it's your turn.
I belch.
Okay, so it needs to make a dexterity save. Which it fails, so you roll the full damage. Roll 3d6. 22 damage.
Cool. Now, I'm not like wrapped up or anything, right? I can actually just move freely.
You can, but you will take an opportunity attack if you do try to move away.
Nope, I'm just gonna disengage and
Okay.
skedaddle.
Alright, you can do that as a goblin.
A goblin is a habanero.
He's a gobliniero.
I just disengaged to
I don't
there.
think your racial bonuses anymore. You're hot pepper.
Picante.
Piskra,
Yes.
the Goblinero. The spicy friend.
Muy caliente. Voy a quemar todo el bosco que estamos adentro.
Okay, is that all you
Who's in
move?
height?
What does that mean?
Very hot. I'm gonna burn down the whole forest we're in.
Nice.
And I also
Not
said
right.
blast you.
Yeah, is that as far as you move, or do you want to go any further?
We'll just kind of skedaddle to down here.
Okay.
There you go.
In that case, Yax, you're up.
Cool. I thought this thing had tablet support.
The tablet support is really janky.
Well,
Also, they made an update to the dynamic lighting that I'm hoping is like fully functional by the time we do level 7, because the dynamic lighting as it was fucking unacceptable.
It was pretty shit.
I see.
2 misses. 3 in it. That's
Sure.
uncanny. That's legitimately uncanny.
Right into the corn.
Alright, fair enough. Anything else for Yax?
Well, do you guys want to? I guess we'll finish this thing off, so I won't bother moving until it's done.
Okay, in that
I
case.
check on the fish. Is it alive?
Yes, actually, you can hear the fish whispering to you.
Oh, what's it saying?
It's saying... The square root of 4 is 2!
Feed all sweet nothings.
Oh, okay. I already knew that, but thanks.
I have eyes inside my eyes.
You have eyes inside your eyes? You're a fish, not a bug.
I'm really sorry if I'm bothering you. I don't mean to be a burden.
You're not a burden. Why would you think you're a burden?
He's efficient.
What?
He's not very efficient.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Wait till the fish can talk. Ask
Yeah.
him what the heck he was doing there.
Oh, you know, hanging out, vegetating.
But you're a fish, not a vegetable.
Corn's also not a vegetable.
Okay, you're a fish, not a grain.
He's a very, very grainy fish. He's very flaky and delicious.
Got a lot
Okay,
of
well-
noise.
He has a buttery texture, high omega fat content.
Don't say that, or Yax is gonna eat the puzzle.
That might be the puzzle.
What? Just eating the fish?
Let's see what we can do with the fish.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay. Alright, is that it for Yax's turn?
Yeah, I say here, have a friend. And I take a mouse out of my bag and I put it in my pocket with the fish.
Okay. The fish kind of just makes like smoochy fish faces at the mouse.
Good. I'm glad they're getting along.
Good. Okay, so the pumpkin is not next. Next is Ardeus.
Okay, I am going to tumble around it.
Okay.
Tumble like right here. Right here. Tumble around there. And then I'm gonna blast it from the back.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna flex. Back. Ah, fuck.
Okay.
Then you're gonna
Roll
flex.
me another d20.
Shit.
Okay, you're fine. Both of the blasts do, however, miss the target.
Okay. Shit.
You kind of tickle its little pumpkin bum a little. Actually, if you go around to the back of it, because of the way that the pumpkin was lying, or perhaps due to some genetic defect, you see a little Hank Hill booty at the back of the pumpkin.
What?
Why?
Yeah, guys, should I stick my sword up it? Or my spear, I mean, not spear.
Before you go any further.
You're actually equipped with your pirate cutlass.
Yeah, my scimitar.
Your
My-
scimitar.
Scimitar.
Scimitar. Like, the way I drew it was like the RuneScape scimitar.
Well, carve that pumpkin, boy.
Alright, on my next turn, I guess.
Okay.
If that's the weak spot.
So in that case, now on the pumpkin's turn, it begins to wobble angrily, and it smashes down on the ground. I'm going to need Wally and Iskra to make dexterity saves.
Oh,
Dexterity. Am I dexterous?
ambidextrous.
I have a +2. I am mildly dexterous.
Okay, so that's a pass for Iskra and a fail for Wally. Okay, so this area in here, the earth erupts. Rocks are spewed everywhere, and you can feel tremors under your feet. You both take damage from the jagged stones. Wally, you take 25 damage, and Iskra, you take 13.
Jesus.
Okay.
This ground here is now considered difficult terrain.
I don't remember Pumpkin having that spell.
It was like thorny ground or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the rocks in this area are now all jagged and poking up, and the ground is super uneven, so it will take double the movement to move through here, unless you're Iskra, in which case you don't care.
It's because you're a habanero.
I'm a floating habanero or something. It's just censored for when I move.
I like that.
Whenever you move, all we see is fucking pixels.
Oh god.
Yeah, mosaics.
Yeah.
It's like a mosaic of Zeman.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Anyway, that's it for Pumpkin's turn. Next up is Frothy. Frothy is gonna pick up a rock and attempt to chuck it at Pumpkin from outside the strike zone.
Yes, beat him.
And actually manages to hit. For 5 damage. Beans Pumpkin in the noggin with a rock.
Nice. Good
And-
fucking shot.
Yeah. Says, "Hey, you oversized squash, come over here and I'll squash ya." And then we move back to Wally's turn.
Okay. Beefus Wallum is
Question.
Yes.
What would happen if I were to touch its stock with my stock?
Oh,
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
It's just linking antennas or something?
Like I said, only one way to find out.
damn it. Okay. Okay. So I'm probably gonna have do a punch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna do a punch, and it's gonna do an illusory strike on it.
Okay. So until the
Okay.
beginning of your next turn, creatures you hit with your unarmed strikes gain disadvantage on melee attack rolls against you until the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah. So that's just +8. I'm not gonna cast anything right now because I want to preserve my spell slots.
Oh, you can rest on the boat whenever you want.
Oh, okay. Is
Yeah,
like a long
so-
rest?
Yeah, don't worry about your resources, really.
Okay, well I'm gonna Scorching Ray as well then.
Okay. So, you honestly just roll me like 5 d20s. Yeah, just roll me 3 more.
And then 3d20 after that.
Yeah. Okay, those are all hits.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Let me just do some looking at my shit. Okay, so it's 2d6 plus 8.
So, yeah, basically it's gonna be 8d6.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be 8d6 plus 8. So you basically just fireballed it. Okay, cool. And then we quickly do a bit of math. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because fire too, so
12.
doubles.
So you did a total of 50 damage to it. So you punch it again with your scorching ray attack, and it lights up inside. Pumpkin does not.
Cameo smash.
Yeah, does not seem to have liked that one bit. It actually the entire forest around you is alight with the smell of roasted squash.
Oh.
It's making your mouth water a little. All right, is that it for Wally?
Yeah.
Okay, back to Iskra, and once again on the start of Iskra's turn, this thing is going to attempt to thorn whip Iskra.
Why?
Why is it so mean? It's a vegetable too.
Perhaps that's why. Alright, it misses Iskra with the thorn whip. Iskra, you can take your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk without a care up here. Eh. Let's give me goddamn pepper. There we go, Jesus. Okay. And I'm just gonna throw up on it now.
Okay. So it makes the dex save. By the way, you notice that, it crits the dex save, so roll your 3d6 and it'll take the normal amount instead of double. Since you half it and then double it.
That's a question mark.
You notice that your gouts of flames... Oh, wow, amazing.
Wow.
It takes 3 whole damage.
What the fuck?
So not only did this thing crit its save, but you got 1-1-1.
Somehow worse luck than me.
But yeah,
Well,
you
at
notice
least-
that when you breathe fire across the cornfield, none of the corn actually seems affected. You'd expect it to at least start popping.
Good,
Oh.
good to know.
Alright, so is that it for
Okay.
Iskra? Is that it?
This thing wants to fight, so I'm just gonna shoot it with this floaty crossbow, I guess.
Well, the fire breath cost your action.
I have no idea what you said.
The fire breath cost your action.
I don't get the extra attack either, or no?
No, the fire breath is your action.
Oh. Well then, I'm just gonna move further away.
Okay.
Two. Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, in that case, back to Yax.
This thing's still not down, eh?
It is looking quite beat up.
Alright.
Alright, there's a hit.
That one actually hits.
Yep. 9 damage.
Okay, I'll roll one then.
And, yep, definitely a hit. For 11 more damage. It actually starts whining quite pathetically when you puncture it with another couple of arrows.
Well, I don't think this thing's gonna bother us anymore if you guys just want to fucking head out.
Ardeus, it's your turn, unless Yax has anything else to do.
Should I not fire its butthole, fellas?
Whatever you want.
Okay, I guess that's what I'll do. I'll take out my my gun, start spinning it around, and shoot at its butt.
Okay, make some attack rolls against its butt.
Yep.
That was loud.
That's a miss.
So I'm just gonna keep spinning my gun then.
Okay, you have you can step forward and attack it with your sword if you want.
I only got what's it called? What attack?
Oh, you do. That's right. You don't have extra attack.
I will spin my gun around for show though.
Okay, excellent. You you look really cool while missing.
Okay, that's fine. I'll focus on my gun. Don't look at my mistakes.
Okay.
Or do it's just like this is fine.
Alright, so let's see what this thing is gonna do. I know what it's gonna do. It's, Alright, so, seeing you puncture it with a couple of arrows, it looks your way and manifests a spell, which you actually are quite familiar with. Suddenly a ray of light appears from the heavens, pointed right at Yax's head. Yax, make a Constitution save.
Fart. I hate this spell. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so you take 11 radiant damage.
Amazing.
And that is where the pumpkin ends its turn. Next up is Frothy, who's gonna throw another rock at it. Oh. Okay. He doesn't bean Wallace in the head. Speaking of, it is now Wally's turn.
Okay. Beefus Wallum is going to do the usual of fucking punch and scorching ray.
Okay.
May as well get that last one off and then have like a nice long rest on the boat.
Okay.
So our d20 plus.
Yeah, just roll me 5 d20s.
Hold on, I'll just. There, those two I got, and then d20. How many d20s are left? 3, yeah.
3, yeah.
Yeah, for the scorching rays.
Yep. Okay, so hit, miss, hit.
Okay, so
2d6 plus 8.
2d6 plus 8. Hello. Okay.
And, yeah, actually, Pumpkin goes down before you can even cast the Scorching Ray.
Nice.
Okay, so with 2 hammering fists, you pound deep into the giant pumpkin's flesh, and the jack-o'-lantern face on it is no longer recognizable. It is just a bunch of holes now. It kind of Pac-Mans out of existence.
Oh, we don't get to eat it?
Congratulations, you've squashed the squash.
Well, this is like a dream, right?
This isn't.
What?
Yeah, it is a dream. What was that? What was that, Rugi?
You die in the game, you die in real life.
Oh boy.
Oh no, he just actually killed Pumpkin. No, it's fine. It Pac-Mans out of existence, and suddenly the air in here feels calm and clean, and you feel as though you are safe here.
And not Gordy.
What? Oh. But yeah, what do you guys want to do next then?
I don't know. Anyone need a rest? May as well fucking.
Yeah, you're free
Rest
to.
up.
Yeah, you're free to go and have a long rest back on the boat.
We can also explore this area, see if there's anything of interest.
Take some corn
I
back. to
asked
your
the
store.
fish if there's anything of interest around here.
There appears to be corn.
We can look at the corn.
The fish
The
says
corn
to
was
you. The fish says to you, "I like to think I'm pretty cool sometimes."
Don't we all?
All right, so you
I'm with
inspect the corn by all means. It appears to be regular corn. You're very familiar with the smell of corn. It certainly smells like corn.
But why did no pop?
Why indeed? If you attempt to remove one of the corns, you'll find that it is incredibly stubborn. You can bend the stalk and you can try to yank it as much as you want, but no matter what, the corn doesn't dislodge itself from the stalk.
Can I roll Arcana for that?
Sure.
So I'll
Actually,
roll Arcana.
Arugi, roll Arcana, since you are a manifestation of Arugi's imagination.
This is my great power, guys.
But I have plus 12.
Using my brain power. +3. Very, very, very. I know what's going on, fellas.
You're pretty sure that corn isn't. I'm pretty sure that corn doesn't do this. Even with a natural one, you're like, corn normally comes off. This doesn't though. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. Maybe because we're dreaming. I don't know. Dreams just kind of have their own rules. You're not sure why you tried to make an Arcana check on corn.
But it seems magical. Can Wallace do it?
No, you're a manifestation of
check.
Arugi's imagination. What was that,
He's got
Yex?
a plus 12.
I got a natural 20 on a nature check
Oh.
on corn.
Okay, so let me tell you everything about corn. Corn, also known as maize, was first harvested by the
Wait,
native
Brandon.
Karemians. Yes.
Say it in the fish's voice.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I want to learn it from the fish.
All right. Let me tell you everything that I know about corn. Did you know that corn doesn't grow under the ground? It actually grows over the ground. And did you know that you can make cereal out of corn? They call them corn pops. I don't know what pops are, but you pop them in your mouth, so I guess that kind of works out, doesn't it? One time I tried to eat like 30 corn pops at once, and I choked to death and fucking died, and then I ended up here.
Why not try some flakes?
They used to feed me flakes back when I lived in a tank with all the other fish. I wasn't a very pretty fish compared to the others. There were a bunch of koi fish. One of the koi fish had a pattern that kind of looked like somebody smooched it right on the head. I was really jealous of him.
Damn.
Wait, so you didn't always live here?
I didn't always live. You know, there was a time before I was. That's the weirdest thing to think about. When I think about it, I've kind of been like a fish all my life.
Kind of, but not quite. Wait, how long have you been here?
I've been here as long as I can remember.
Have you seen anybody else go through?
Oh, I saw a bottle. I
Oh,
think
yeah?
somebody might have been carrying the bottle. I wasn't paying attention. Mostly I
Which way
just
did
cared
the
about the
bottle
bottle. The bottle went to the left, but also it went to the right.
Alright, well, we'll start with the left then.
I wish I could live inside a bottle, like a ship.
It would
Damn
have to
right.
be a very big bottle.
We're gonna have to make some fish wine, fellas.
Hey, Froggo.
And Frogo.
Okay, so
Hey, Froggo.
what's the plan?
Well, let's go towards door 1.
Okay. Nobody's gonna rest?
Maybe we should
We'll
rest.
rest first and then.
What is a rest in a dream?
You can long rest as an action as long as you're out of combat.
Alright, let's do that.
As long as you're on the boat. So you head back to the boat, take a long rest, and then decide where to go from there.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so do you want to head over to door number 1 over here after your rest?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, recover all your HP and take the fish into door number 1. Okay, so door number 1 leads you to a cave system. So plop yourselves over on the north side of the map near the door there.
It sounds like pathologic.
It is.
Mm.
So you enter the Crystal Caverns. What is a normally dark cave is actually lit up by a bunch of glowing crystal formations all around you. You can see that at your feet there is actually a stream that makes its way all around the cave, with bizarre currents that seem to flow in and out of each other at random. You notice that there are some fish here that look quite similar to your fish friend, kind of swimming around along the currents.
Oh, perfect. I guess. Maybe.
Look, buddy, we found you a giant bottle to live in.
My God, it's beautiful.
I'm just gonna put him in the
Okay,
water. Let him
he
free.
yeah, he swims away happily. Shh, Froggo, shh. They don't see it yet.
I see it.
What do you mean you see it?
I see it, but my character doesn't see it.
How do you see it?
What do you mean? How do I see it? You mean this?
Oh, yeah, you can see that. You can see that just fine.
Oh.
Is this walls or
What?
are the purple
Yes,
stuff walls?
the purple is cave walls.
Okay.
Well, let's take a look around.
Okay.
Beefus.
Right.
All right,
I'm
so-
walking right next to my
Yeah.
buddy Opel.
Beefus.
Right. As soon as you get to there, you spot the obvious creature, kind of sitting down. You also spot a bottle. It looks to be an empty wine bottle. It's kind of just resting here. Although something seems to be watching it.
Do I detect it?
Yes.
What
Well,
is it? Does that mean
you
it wants
detect
to
it
talk
with
to me?
your oculars.
Okay.
1 sec. Let me grab Frothy.
I have pita chips
I put Frothy on the wrong
Oh.
layer. There we go.
and homemade hummus.
I ate all my chips. Oh no.
You're a pita chip.
Oh.
I'm a jalapeno chip.
I peed on the jalapeno.
Oh no.
So sitting, splashing its massive feet in the water is a strange lizard creature with 2 mouths. It actually somehow resembles the froghemoth, which was the first massive monster that you guys took down. If you want to get at that bottle, it seems inevitable that you'll have to get by this thing somehow, one way or another.
Hmm.
You want to
It's got its
distract?
back turned to us?
Nope. It's currently facing down this way. It's splashing its feet in the water, but it will notice you soon unless you jump into stealth.
Alright, let's pop up right behind it right over this way, fellas.
Pass without trace. Whoosh.
Okay.
Do you guys want that?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, does Beefus Willem still have his portents?
No, that's from a different class.
Shit.
Wait, so do I have my pass without trace?
Yeah, Iskra. You're the same class. Beefus Wallum is a different class.
You're just a
Okay.
different race.
You're a race that stats are exactly the same as Goblin, except just with that added fire breath.
So, question.
Yeah,
Why isn't he called Beef Wellington? Wellington.
because I wanted to call him Beefus Wallum.
I like beef Wellington.
Be Swollington.
Because beefus is a funny word.
Pass the beefus.
Alright, so you cast Pass Without Trace. Anybody in that zone has a +10 to stealth checks.
I guess we all have to make stealth checks, don't we?
Yeah, Iskra, do you want to move anywhere? And considering that your turn.
Huh. Feast or famine?
Cryo, are you gonna move anywhere?
Yeah, and shimmy on here. How far can I go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Okay.
Okay. I'm thinking like a pincer attack.
I could try mage handing it, like try to lay my mage hand on the floor.
Wallum can mage hand something down the corridor, maybe like this away. You know, maybe
yeah.
throw something down here with the
Throw
mage
something
hand,
down here.
Okay.
so that he can walk away, and then people can come up behind him, and then swooks.
Or while he's looking away, yeah, I'll use my own mage hand to try to grab this
Mm-hmm.
from over here.
Okay. Keep in mind you're not exactly getting like infinite turns here. In fact, after Yax, Iskra, and Ardeus, it's actually Wiz the Lizhemoth's turn. And he just continues splashing his feet in the water, but he does get a perception roll. And he gets a 20, which is actually... Iskra, make your stealth check, by the way.
What am I still thinking? Give me a second. Okay, so 17.
He does, Froggo. He does have a chicken leg.
Oh, there's the slow.
Okay, so... It doesn't appear to see you. However, Wallum, you can notice that it begins sniffing at the air.
Oh fuck.
Wallum,
It starts doing a sneef.
Wallum gestures to his nose and then points in the direction of the of Wizard the Froghemoth, and he does this while facing Ardeus to signal to him that he's sniffing you out.
Okay.
Okay, so Frothy is not gonna risk getting in that thing's sight and is gonna cower over here. And then Wally, your turn.
Yeah, Wallum's also gonna retract back into here.
Okay.
And he's gonna hold his action, wait for the Froghemoth to potentially go after Ardeus and the other to move closer towards the bottle if coast is clear.
Okay, in that case, back to Iskra. Back to Iskra then.
Okay. Iskra.
Cryo.
Sorry, I had a chip in my mouth. So shall I just start shooting?
I don't know. Did you want to break our stealth, or did you want to maybe?
Yeah, let's shoot once he finds us. Not yet. Let's try to get that bottle.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna try and...
I don't know. Potentially, you could walk like over here, shoot an arrow down here, and then come back around the corner here.
How deep is the water?
The water is about knee deep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there. I'ma just...
Yeah. So you can move past it very easily. You could basically hop over it, but if you're gonna wade through it, it will take double movement.
Because it's difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain, so Iskra doesn't care about it. Iskra can skip gracefully along it.
Despite like me probably like being underneath it.
It just goes up to the edge of the water. All we see is pixels for a couple of seconds, and then on the other side.
Just A
probably
couple floating pixels is all you see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Iskra's-
drag that joke through the mud because
Yeah.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
Iskra's sprite just gets replaced.
Just pops over to the other side so you don't see her like going into the water. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna try and whip like a rock or something, or shoot like this crystal, hopefully to like make a little more of a shattery sound or something.
Okay, which crystal?
Yeah.
Which
What's
one?
here?
Which? Okay, that one. All right. So yeah, make an attack roll against the crystal. All right.
Nice.
19 does it. Roll damage against the crystal.
Okay.
All right, 7 damage against the crystal. Do you want to shoot another arrow at it? Your first one chips the crystal.
Sure. Why not?
All right. Yeah, roll your damage. Okay. So your second arrow actually takes off a big chunk of the crystal, which falls to the ground.
Okay.
Yax. Yax is up.
Gonna.
Unless, yeah, is... Oh. I mean, that's inevitable. You want to move somewhere where you're not on top of somebody, maybe?
I'm
I
just.
didn't put myself on top of somebody.
No, I mean Iskra.
I'm just loving the little stalk and nub that Ardeus now had.
Yeah, a little PB.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, Yax's turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking. Sorry, it's just. Where was I? I was here. Okay. I can. I'd have to like stand in the water. Oh well. I'll just move over a bit and I'm gonna shoot an arrow like over here. Maybe like we'll aim at one of these crystals or something, make a little tinkly noise.
Okay.
See if we can distract it.
Okay. Scale of 1 to 10, how spicy is cryo? Let me check,
Sorry, say that again?
on a scale of 1 to 10, how spicy is cryo? So, jalapeno Scoville units.
2,500 to 8,000 Scoville
Yeah.
units.
Okay, so we'll give him a, I guess in terms of...
2.5.
I was gonna say, in terms of every pepper ever, that would technically be like a 0.01, considering there's peppers with like millions of Scoville units.
Yeah, it's true.
2.2 million seems to be the record.
Are you trying to decide how spicy I am now?
Okay, so I'm gonna consider those 10. Ghost pepper upwards is gonna be considered 10. So he's about a 4 in that case. We'll give him a 4.
Oh, not even a 5.
No,
I'll roast your butts.
it's your fault for being green.
Okay, I'm gonna roast
Okay,
your butts
so
specifically.
yeah. Yax, make your attack rolls against the crystals. See if they shatter.
Sorry, I didn't know you wanted to make an attack roll.
Okay. So your first arrow doesn't manage to penetrate the crystal, but it does make a tink sound.
Well, all I wanted to do is make noise.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know what it is. I
Do
know
you
why I'm
wanna-
not spicy enough.
Why?
No estoy hablando en español más.
Right. Do you want to make a second shot, Yax? Alright, so it also tinks against the crystal.
No make notice.
Okay, well that didn't help.
Alright, do you want to move,
Back over here.
Okay, cool. All right. In that case, Ards.
Okay, I guess I smell like alcohol, so I'm gonna go lay down inside the water.
Okay.
I'll try to be sneaky.
All right. Ardeus goes and lays down inside the water.
Is he drowning?
Alright, I'm holding my breath.
Okay. So it is now Wiz the Liz Hemoth's turn, and Wiz the Liz Hemoth does this.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
And looks over here and sees that crystals have been shot at and shattered, and he sees 2 crossbow bolts and 2 arrows.
Now, how smart is this guy?
I was just gonna say, now how smart is he?
Well, think about how smart Wiz the Liz is, I guess.
Not very.
I should have thrown rocks. You could probably put enough of a picture that crossbows equal people.
Is Ardeus trying to tumble through the water?
No.
Okay, so that's gonna be it for Wiz the Liz Hemoth's turn. Next up is Frothy, who is sticking near Wally. His face comes up to about Wally's butt. That's all.
Well, farts.
Oh, is that your action?
No.
Do you force it out?
No.
Okay. Wally, it's your turn.
So Mage Hand is 30 feet, right? So that's... Holy fuck, my brain. 6 spaces? Yes. 6 spaces. Okay. Which means... yeah, I need to be about here for that to happen. So, we're just gonna... Hold on, I forgot. Already forgot. Yeah, okay, so I need to be right there. Okay.
Okay.
Beefus is gonna Mage Hand the bottle really quick.
Okay, you pick up the bottle with your mage hand.
Yeah, and we're gonna drag it towards myself so I can acquire it.
You can use your action to control the hand, so you used your action to summon it and grab the bottle. You need to use another action to move it towards you on your next turn.
Okay, now is the bottle is the Mage Hand really visible, or is it invisible? Like, is it not visible at all?
Well, regardless, the bottle is floating in the air, but...
Can I just keep my hand on it and not raise it?
Yeah, one sec. A spectral floating hand appears. I think the mage hand is visible. Because I think there's actually, there's a class called the Arcane Trickster where one of their features is that the mage hand becomes invisible.
That's lame. Okay, well, we're gonna cross.
It's basically like a semi-transparent ghost hand.
Okay, I'm just gonna see. Okay, that's not quite within range. Okay, that's fine though.
Okay, so you get your mage hand on it, just kind of touching it.
Yeah.
Ready to pull it back to you next turn.
That's the hand.
Okay. And then I guess that's it for Wally.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, back to the top with Iskra.
I'm gonna rotate her a little over here. I'm gonna use sling to whip stones. I'm thinking at this crystal.
Okay.
But why drag it over there?
Because, I mean, it's gonna see a stone flying by it to go over here, right?
That's true.
So it'll see where it's coming from either way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking if we could just start kind of luring it up this way.
Yeah, basically around the corner so we can, like, leave discreetly.
Pretty much. So yeah, gonna sling a stone over at the crystal here.
Okay, roll your
Yeah,
attacks
that's
against
probably
it. All right, cool. So yeah, you actually managed to chip that crystal with your rock. A piece of crystal tinkles down.
Tinkle. There was a thing I just want to check real quick. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I don't think I have it. No, I think that's later on I get it. No, wait. Can I hide still with a bonus action?
Yeah, as long as you got something to hide behind.
Can I just dip in water and hide in there?
Yes, you can attempt to hide in the water. I'm actually going to be right back real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okey
water
dokes.
boys.
Sometimes I pull so hard I rip the skin.
Oh. Was that the only way we ripped the skin?
I'm tempted to use Dream Days, which is this. Here, I'll show you guys really quickly before he gets back. Fuck, where is it? I have to do this quickly.
So if we get frothy and iskra in the water, does that make it brothy?
Yeah, I guess.
Where is this? Oh fuck, that's not it. Oh wait, that's right. I can't change it anymore. Shit.
No.
Damn it. No, that's it. I don't write that. I'll
Are
put
you
it
going
in
through a
the group.
midlife crisis, Ardeus? Mama Ardeus?
No
Here,
legal
I'll put
actions
it in-
allowed.
I'll put it in the group.
I was just gonna stay over here, rather. Who wants to learn some random Spanish?
Sure.
Give me a word you want to learn in Spanish.
Habanero.
Habanero.
Sorry. I was more entertained by that than I should have been.
Oh my god.
Like I know, but also, fuck you.
Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Well, we were just learning how to say habanero in Spanish.
Oh, is it habanero?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're really smart.
What? Okay. Whatever. Where were we? Iskra's hiding.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide right here.
Alright, Yax, your turn.
I'm glad you liked that, Frago. I just got it. Good boy.
What?
We have to like go around the outside so we don't make noise. It's still looking that way, eh?
Yeah, on its turn, it's probably gonna look towards where the rock landed.
Where did the rock land?
Right there.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna scoot on over here then. Actually, I
Okay.
can probably move a little bit more than that. Let's do some math again. Please continue.
Okay. Ardeus.
Yeah. Time to swim, I guess.
Okay.
There we go. Swimming with the fishes.
Alright, Ardeus does a swim.
Yeah.
Alright,
Do I need to
is,
get a fish talk?
well, you
How long
haven't-
can I hold my breath for?
long enough that it's not gonna matter, and, like, the water is shallow enough that you can just take a breath.
Alright.
Yeah. By the way, the water is, like, shallow enough that it's really not hard to see you swimming around in there. Like as you swim by, Frothy just notices you super obviously like swimming by. Like when you kick and move your arms to swim, you're like most of your body comes out of the water. Because like I said, this water is only knee deep.
Oh shit!
That's why I decided against it.
You're swimming around in a kiddie pool.
It's too late. It's already been done.
Yeah.
Are they still hungover? So it doesn't know what it's doing.
Yeah. Okay, so as the Lizhemoth moves over up towards this way,
Nice.
looks over towards the rock, looks over this way, and attempts to perceive. So could I get a stealth check from Iskra and
Jokes.
Ardeus?
How much does my hide affect the stealth check?
It's basically what's allowing you to make the check despite being like in its direct vision.
Oh, okay, so she can move further.
Okay, well a 29 is probably sufficient. Ardeus?
Probably.
I got a 20.
I'm
Oh,
gonna let my
okay.
dog in.
You
Because
did?
it's
Oh, plus
it's plus 10. Yeah.
yeah, so 23.
No, the first one because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Oh,
or what-
right. It's right, disadvantage.
disadvantage. So I got
Okay.
a 20.
So he needs to try to
20.
perceive.
Okay. I'm back.
All right, so Wiz the Lizhemoth somehow doesn't notice you there.
Splashing around in the water.
Yep.
Fish.
Hey, baby.
Okay.
How are you? Yeah, you lick my hand.
hmm.
Oh,
Right.
he's so cute.
Wiz the Lizhemoth returns
Hi, Smonkey.
turns around, not
Sorry.
noticing any of you guys, and begins walking back down this way.
Oh.
Let's
Uh-oh.
bolt out of here, fellas.
Okay. Frothy sits tight. Wally.
Wally is going to move that mage hand.
Okay.
How far
You
can I mage hand?
6.
Yeah, okay, so I can literally just bring it over to myself and book it.
All right, so you grab the bottle.
Okay. So we could go back up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Aw, baby, you're so cute. What a good boy. Oh, yep. He's just gonna dig. Let me mute that.
Digging your carpet.
Yeah, he's digging in my carpet and walking around in circles. And then now he's finally sat down, rather. Oh, then he found something on the ground and started eating it. Now he's uncomfortable and he's walking around and sniffing things. Now he's on my couch. Are you okay, son? Now he's digging on my couch.
He's very active right now.
What is your dog?
I don't know. He's just really restless, I guess.
Flip him.
Oh man, fucking a couple of days ago, I was talking to Sass, and I gave my dog a raspberry because I was eating raspberries, and he was really perplexed about the raspberry. Like, he didn't know how to eat it. Like, he just forgot what it means to eat.
Okay, so when you said you gave your dog a raspberry, I thought you meant
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, me too.
Like on the belly.
No.
No,
Not
I
gonna
thought
lie.
Sass was perplexed by a raspberry.
Yeah, that was my first thought too.
See, that would be the one that would make sense. But no, my dog was very confused by the actual berry raspberry. So I put the raspberry in front of him, and he started like trying to like put his mouth around it, but then he would like let go and like do bum air and wag his tail at it and like start hopping around the couch and like smacking it around with his paw and stuff. And I was like, why? Just eat it.
It's too
I guess
small.
Are
He
you
can't get
okay?
it.
Have you ever like shown your dog like a citrus peel?
Yeah, but like that he obviously doesn't like, but the raspberry he eventually ate and enjoyed. But like he just didn't know how to get past the swallowing part, I guess. So he was just like playing with it, kind of, but didn't really know what to do with it. So he was just hopping around. And I'm like, boy, you're supposed to eat it. It was very similar in vibe to that Demolition D video where his dumbass skink was trying to eat the worm, but was painting the cardboard box it was in with it instead.
I saw that like recently again.
Yeah, it was similar vibes. Anyways.
A couple, was this like last week or something like that?
Mm.
I was eating those lime. You can get those like hint of lime tortilla chips.
Yeah.
And my cat, who was a dumbass and also a fat ass, and apparently is like, every time you get something out, he's like, hey, can I have some? Hey, can I have some? Hey, can I have some? So I'm like, yeah, sure, here, have a tortilla chip. And he like sniffs it, he looks at it, and he considers it, and finally he gives it a little lick. And then he made one. You've probably seen videos of cats making this face where they like waggle their head and they back away and they like don't want anything to do with it. It was so funny because then he started batting at my hand. He kept trying to like bat it out of my hand and push it onto the floor.
God.
Uh,
I wish I had videotaped that one.
Yeah, my dog was having a very like positive reaction to it, but it was like a reaction, not so much like an action. You know what I mean? Where he didn't know how to act about it. Yeah. He just felt emotions and expressed them, and I was like, "What are you doing? Just put it in
Just
your mouth,
pure
swallow."
emotions.
It was interesting. Yeah.
My dog
Anyways,
is experiencing pure emotion.
yeah. Special boy.
Does he come? Does he come when you say that? You're like special boy, and he's like, yeah, that's me.
No, he just smiles.
Okay, so anyway, carrying on, it's now Iskra's turn.
oh, yes, it is. Shall I hit some other crystal?
Yes, continue to distract it.
Okay, I'll try and target this one way up here.
Okay.
Boop, boop.
Alright, so you smash that crystal. It tinkles everywhere, making the sounds of breaking glass. You notice that this entire section of the cave over here is actually now quite dark.
And I'm just gonna go here. Yes. Beautiful. Wait, are you guys already heading out, or what door are you guys going for?
I guess we're heading
North, I guess.
north.
Back
yeah.
to the corn?
Yeah.
Wait, did you get the bottle?
Yes.
Oh, alright.
Wallum has it.
Yeah,
So
he
I'm just gonna-
mage-handed it.
Head over this way then. Yes. Okay.
Alright, in that
Okay.
case, Yax, you're up.
Well, if we're like, do you want to go back to the corner? Or do you want to go out somewhere else?
Get back on the boat, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, I can wait. God, I can't like control undo. Where was I? I was like,
Right here.
Over here. So yeah, no, you're over there.
So why do we have this bottle, anyways?
I guess trying to find out of place things.
I guess.
because the fish
True.
mentioned the bottle was important, so I figured it was important.
Oh, we should have put the fish in the no.
Fishy in a bottle.
You're actually not sure which fish is your fish anymore.
That's okay. He was happy, and that's what matters.
There's a fish right next to you, Yax.
Yeah?
It looks up at you balefully from the water.
I wave. Wait, what if I hold my hand out to it?
It kind of pokes its face out of the water and does the like koi fish kind of bloop 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 at you.
What? I give it some pemmican.
It eats it and says, "Ah, yes, I eat the meat, and in turn, one day I too shall be eaten by the meat.
I mean, that's how it usually works.
I wonder which one of us next will be eaten."
Not me, if I can help it.
Now I feel bad for the fish. Does this influence anything?
Does what influence anything?
Killing the frog behemoth?
I don't know, man. You won't know until you try. I guess.
Bad for these fish.
You feel bad for the fish being
I
eaten
do.
one by one by the frog behemoth.
Is he eating them?
I mean, what else is it gonna eat? The crystals?
The
Fried
chicken?
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it works out. He eats the chicken and the fish get to live.
The fish is definitely implying that the frog behemoth occasionally just eats a fish.
No.
Gonna grab him.
The fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do what with them?
I'll put him in the bottle, I guess. He said he wanted to go in the bottle.
What?
It's not the same fish.
It's okay, the fish is free.
I guess if the frog behemoth wasn't here, all of the fish would just, like, multiply and they wouldn't have this little ecosystem, so I think I'm okay with it. Maybe. Damn it.
Predators are good for an ecosystem, yes.
This is hard. Beavis Wallum is sad.
That's okay.
Manly tears. Just the one.
Sheds a manly tear for that fish.
He sheds a
Starts
he,
shitting and just wills it back up.
no. He sheds a fish from his eye.
Froggo, we're trusting information from a high fish, but, like, listen. I'm Beefus Wallum. I'm not exactly the smartest guy. Instead of brain, I have beef.
What's your int?
It's +4. But
Okay,
that
so
matter. It's all fucking beef.
You got
It's
beef
muscle
brain. Yeah, beef brain.
Brain. Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Ards.
Okay. I guess I'll realize what I'm doing is kind of dumb. Hop out the water and tumble my way out, I guess.
Realizes he looks like a jabroni.
Wait
Backpedals.
for you guys hear it. The door.
Okay. All right, is that it for your turn? Okay, cool. The the Liz Hemoth here notices that its bottle is missing and makes a very, very angry whack. It goes whack, 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 and kind of begins thrashing about. Before going to where the bottle once was to look around for it in the water.
We should probably leave.
Just kind of splashing around looking for it. Yeah. Iskra, give me... Iskra, give me a stealth check.
I'm always just in line.
Swear to God.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah,
What
that's
the
pretty
fuck?
I was scared it was gonna be for nat 1.
good. So yeah, it doesn't notice you making off with its bottle. It seems incredibly distressed about this.
Oh no. Brandon, I feel bad for these creatures now.
It's okay, they only exist in our minds anyway.
What? want to die.
Just like all the bacteria.
What? That makes no sense.
Oh, Christine, good job. You got the jackpot.
Mr. Jackpots.
Damn it, Christine. Why does it always ring to you?
I don't know. I never usually win these.
Anyway, Frothy is gonna, Frothy realizes that if he tries to move on over, he's probably gonna have to go through that creature's line of sight. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna cling to Beefus Wallum and try to match his steps so that he can hide behind Beefus Wallum. So he prepares an action to move with Wally. And it is now Wally's turn.
Is it gonna be in the line of sight? Cause like, even if I... Yeah, no, it's... Can't even see... I guess it can see there.
Yeah.
So we can book it for the door. I don't think it's gonna follow us through this tiny door. What do y'all think?
He's gonna be chasing us either way, no matter which way we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna still try to stealth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and Frothy tries to match your steps, so both of you need to make stealth checks.
Yeah, I could also just pop out right now, but I guess... Should I pop out right now?
Okay, Frothy gets a 22. What do you mean pop out?
Like, pop out through the door?
Up to you.
I mean, I'm asking my team,
Yeah, it's up to you, I guess.
but I'm part of your mind. Tell me what to do.
We'll just
You got
wait
a
for everyone to
29.
get here, I guess.
This fucking meat sack is so fucking stealthy.
Yeah,
Oh, he has never been this stealthy. Ever.
fails to notice you guys creeping out after grabbing his bottle.
Yeah, whatever, I might as well, like, leave. through the
Okay.
door.
Alright, so you go back to the Fields of Elysium.
Yeah.
I guess the rest of you can feasibly get to the door easily, just Iskra's gotta kind of skadoodle.
Skadoodle.
So I guess just, everybody else will say you make it, and then Iskra make one last stealth check.
Oh boy.
Man, Iskra looks like a howdy ho.
Total of 20.
Am I good to go?
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine.
Rolled absolutely terrible on perception every single time.
I was expecting to get a nat 1 on that last one.
I like how Wizdalizimith is Wario now.
Yeah.
Because he goes, wah! Yeah, he seems very, very distraught about the loss of his bottle.
I mean, I'm sure that we'll find something in the third area that we'll have to bring back here.
We found the
Yes.
fish. Or at least we had to go through the doors, if anything.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so you return to the Field of Elysium.
You notice you gave him a shirt?
Yeah.
Do I recognize the empty bottle? Is it any kind of brand?
It doesn't seem to be labeled.
What's inside it?
It does not seem to be labeled. The only thing inside it was water.
Yeah.
Drink it.
Well,
No, let's
I
go
got
through
in
the
here,
other
so
door first.
it wouldn't hurt.
Okay, so you notice that the water doesn't actually come out of the mouth of the bottle.
Oh.
What?
As much as you suck on the bottleneck with all your might, you can't manage to get any water out of it. Even just holding it upside down, the water seems to stop before coming out of the bottleneck.
Why though? Are
Okay.
we
Supposed to put the fish in it? I don't think the fish would fit.
Would the fish fit if we tried putting him in?
I don't know. Let's go through door number 2 here. See what's here.
There you go.
Okay, so you head for door number 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Handle.
Okay, so place yourselves at the north. I think.
Oh.
You think?
Let me check real quick where that connects. No, actually, sorry. Place yourself over here.
The right.
Yeah, at the right.
Beefus. Beefus boofus.
Okay, so you emerge in the lunar ruins. You notice that the ground, the tiles that this place seems to be made of, have little craters in them.
Jeez.
There are walls all around you, and there's a vague cheese-like smell.
Oh.
Oh, I was joking, but okay.
Can
Yeah.
Beefus lean down and try to tear a chunk off the ground?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, he does it.
Okay. It doesn't actually seem to come off the ground or anything, but the ground does remind you of Swiss cheese a bit.
Can you lick it to see
Yes.
if it at least has a taste?
It is salty.
Is it cheesy?
It is vaguely cheesy.
Does it make him queasy?
No.
He doesn't
Don't
get
be
queasy. He doesn't get queasy easy. Anyway, Yax, put yourself on the map.
Oh, sorry.
Cheesy.
All right, yeah. So you're in a big ol' labyrinthine series of corridors. I guess just move
What?
yourselves along.
Hey, only Honey Hitman won again.
What the fuck? I don't understand.
You've defeated
This
the
never
Stimky Chimkin.
happens. Rigged. This sounds almost like something that would be in Katamari.
It's literally
But no.
from Katamari.
Oh.
It's
It
Blue Orb.
Okay, it sounds really like off character though, despite that.
Yeah, it's one of the weirder Katamari songs.
Yeah.
But hey, you've identified 2 out of 3 of the songs and their sources. The first one was from Lisa. Yeah, Frothy comes up with you guys.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
Yeah, just keep dragging yourselves
Every
along.
time I pass through a corner, I'm just gonna be looking, like taking little peeks.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were doing this like turn by turn.
Oh,
Vaguely
jeez.
vaguely turn by turn. Okay, so
stop that. Stop. Oh my god, why are you doing this?
What?
oh,
I'm
you're
trying
going
to,
over
like,
there?
Grab and it just scrolls the whole screen when I go
Oh.
up or down.
Let's see.
Oh.
Okay, I'm
Anyway, as soon as Ardeus peeks around the corner, he gets a sudden twinge of familiarity, and he hears a voice in his mind that says,
There we are.
"So, you've finally come.
Shit.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Master Ardeus." You've never heard this voice before in your life.
Shit. It's in my head, right?
Yeah.
Can any of us hear it, or?
Oh fuck. Oh
Are you okay? Don't bust a nut on stream.
So you see that uh, a form in the not too far distance, a perfect muscular form, topped with the head of an ass, stands admiring a collection of bottles. It glances very, very coyly over towards where Ardeus is peeking out from behind the wall, and it says, "Shall we do it?"
fuck yeah! I'm gonna get out of there and flex.
Why is he so fucking refined?
Okay, so Iskra, your turn.
Bop. Shall we try diplomacy?
I mean, I don't think that he's really attacking.
Yeah, so I don't want to attack.
I think if anything, he's going for the butt.
It's gonna honk the old Ardeus butt.
Yeah.
Both hands just squeeze tight.
Either way, there's. Oh wait, I can't see that yet, so I can't comment on it.
Well, I'm just gonna
Alright.
skedaddle here, and if I see him attacking, I will do some shooting.
Okay.
That's all
So
I'll do.
prepare an action to shoot if he attacks.
Flex off.
All right. Yex, you're up.
I hear Brendan's trying to talk, but I don't hear what he's saying.
Seriously? I said Yex, you're up.
Something about Yax?
Yeah,
Oh my
Yax's turn.
fucking Christ. I'm at full green. Okay, hold on. Okay,
I don't think
testing.
it's your
1,
internet,
2,
I think
3.
it's your microphone.
Yex, you're up.
So, what? Who's got the bottle?
Me.
And what is Armil doing? Just flexing?
Well, he spoke to Ardeus and said, "Shall we do it?"
Well, Ardeus, if you take one for the team up the ass.
I'm not
I'll
taking
forget
it.
you.
I will flex though.
I mean, I was thinking we just needed to, like, put the bottle on the shelf or something, but okay. You know, you guys just do it. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Actually, no. I lied. While you do that, I'm gonna go see what's in this corner down here.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything else, so I can just double move.
All right. In that case, Ard, your turn.
Flexing really hard.
Okay. Roll performance, I guess.
Here, I'm gonna move to there.
Ah,
Holy
almost,
shit.
Nice. Okay.
Maybe.
almost a crit flex.
All right. So Ardmule, Ardman, walking Ardman, looks at you and says, "Yes, you are worthy. You have come far." And he turns over to his shelf of bottles and grabs one of them. And inside the bottle, you can see an ear of corn. He holds it up to you and says, "I know what you have come for. If you want to sample some of my special raw moonshine, then you will need to best me in a competition of strength." And then he says, "I will allow you to have the first move. Have at you!" And then he replaces the bottle on the shelf. And he stands there in a pugilist's pose.
Alright, fellas. Now you interfere. I'm fighting by myself.
By yourself?
By myself. I'm fighting it by myself. Knock out, then I guess you guys can help. But
if you get knocked flying backward, just let me know. I'll slap your ass with cure wounds.
this is a man's fight.
Okay,
This is a man's
so
fight.
Frothy comes
I'm
up here,
jalapeno.
hides here, and then Wally, your turn.
Wally's just gonna move over here.
Anyway, Yax, from where you are, you can see that there's nothing of interest over there.
Lame.
Also, I'm a habanero. I have no concept of man.
All right, Iskra and Yax, take your turns before Ardeus gets his first move.
I don't know. He just wants to fight it out. I'll just wait here and watch.
Fucking
Wait.
shit, move, guys.
Okay, is this just a flexing competition?
It's supposed to be a competition of strength.
And
Right.
he's in a pugilist pose, so most likely a fist fight.
Can I make a flex check using strength?
Sure.
I'm actually gonna go pee.
Okay.
BRP.
Okay.
Four.
PRP.
Ah, yes, also very nice. Yax does a cat flex. She looks like that one picture of the really like roided out tiger.
Oh shit.
I got a +3 in athletics. Let's give it a try. See, just have more colorful mosaics.
Iskra remains a pepper. It doesn't seem as though Iskra has any viable way to flex. Rather, a bunch of censorship pixels appear around Iskra.
There you go.
Ardmule cracks its neck and says, "This looks like it's going to be fun."
Alright, well, if I'm knocked down, then you guys fight him, alright? But right now it's a fight between men.
All right, in that case, Ardeus, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna flex really hard and then I'm gonna run towards him.
Okay,
Okay.
what is that?
Flex.
Oh, that's the flex check? Okay,
Flex check.
nice.
Gonna run up to him.
You're running up the body.
This is gonna be difficult if we keep trying to drag the bodies, because you're already over the body.
Shit, yeah, it's already difficult.
Alright, so you run right up to him, and what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fucking punch him.
Okay, roll an attack.
What's how does unarmed combat go? I've never done unarmed.
It's D20 plus proficiency plus strength.
Okay. So that's gonna be whack him. There we go, 7.
Alright, so you punch him really hard in the abs, and it feels like you're punching a solid steel wall.
Shit.
He looks at you and says, "Is that it?"
Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to punch even harder next time.
And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, and then he
No
says,
need for magic or anything.
"Let me show you how it's done." And he begins punching you repeatedly, rapidly.
Ah, fuck. Does he make any noises while he does it?
Yes, he does. He makes ee-aw sounds really, really quickly. What's your AC?
19. Or no, I take it off my shield. That's 17. I'm fighting him like a man.
Okay, in that case, he hits you once for 9 damage. You dodge most of his fists, but one of them he gets a nice left hook. You notice that he's in southpaw style. Left hook right to your jaw for 9 damage.
Ah, shit. Okay. I'm guessing we're just gonna be us two for right now.
As long as everybody else is staying back, then yeah, you can go to your turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm fucking fighting this guy. Everyone, stay back. It's a fight between Donkey and Man. Alright, I'm punching him again.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually a hit.
What's the damage unarmed?
It's 1 plus strength bonus,
Okay.
so it's
That's
1.
one. Fuck yeah.
All right, you punch him for 1 damage. And he says, "Ah, I'm impressed you actually managed to land a blow. Allow me to return the favor." And he rapid punches you again. And this time he hits twice.
Ah, shit.
For a total of 17 damage.
Hey guys, I'm still fine. I'm like, I'm still fine. I'm like half my health, but I'm still fine, fellas. I'm at 12 HP, but that's fine. I'm punching him again.
Okay. Alright, that's a hit.
Okay.
1 more damage.
You guys can come closer. Nothing's stopping you guys from watching closer of this epic battle.
Alright. We'll stand here in the doorway.
Yeah, Frothy's good where he is. And he says, "Alright then, but what do you think of this?"
Ah,
And
shit.
suddenly he disappears.
Oh.
Let me just
fucking vanishes?
let me just yeah, suddenly he disappears, and you feel a bunch of blasts of air coming from behind all of a sudden.
Oh shit.
And he hits you with 2 more punches from behind. Let me just yeah, so suddenly you notice that he's behind you.
Man. Shit.
There we go.
hell,
Layer.
dude.
There we go. For another 17 damage.
Alright guys, I'm knocked out.
And he says, "Heh, nothing personal, kid."
Oh my god.
Pretty epic battle though.
Okay, I arrive.
Okay, Ardeus got knocked out.
Yep.
Oh,
And was told nothing personal, kid.
like instantly?
No, it took 3 turns, but
I got him good though.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, it was 3 fucking turns already.
Ardeus did a total of 2 damage, and he took a total of like 40.
What do you mean 2 damage?
Because he was punching him.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
It was a battle between them.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's where Ardmule ends his turn. So next up is Frothy, who says, so should we do something about this?
I guess so.
Any of you good at boxing? Is that even what we necessarily need to do?
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Alright.
Oh fuck.
I don't think we have the advantage if we try to fight him one at a time.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Maybe let's just dogpile him.
Yeah, I agree. Wally's gonna charge out.
Or maybe let's stand on the other side of the hall and shoot arrows at him.
Why do we even need to get past this dude?
Because we need
he's-
to put the wine
yeah.
on the shelf and retrieve the corn.
Did we try asking?
He said that if you want it, you need to beat him in a contest of strength.
Yep.
Yes.
Or you could always just sneak it.
Well, Wally's gonna charge in.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he's still on a diagonal. Does that? Can he
Yeah,
go?
yeah, you can still do it. There's a bit of a wall in the way. Honestly, you can stand over Ardeus's body.
I'm like 1 space off.
Oh, that's all you can move?
That's all I can move. I can only move 6.
All right, you're gonna have to hook your fist around the corner of the wall at him.
Would Shockwave take that away? Take the need.
Oh
for
yeah,
that
you'd
away?
be if you use Shockwave, then you're good because that gives you the reach.
Okay, so I'm gonna Shockwave him.
Okay. Yeah. So make your attacks and try to do your spell if you want to do a spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's like a spell that I can do. Let's see. There's lightning bolt. Should I lightning bolt him?
Is Ardeus in danger of being zapped?
No. Nope, definitely not. He's on the ground. You're punching forward.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna fucking lightning bolt him then.
Okay, so make your punch, and he's going to make a dex save.
Or is it 2d20? Yeah, 2d20.
Yeah.
Plus 8. Plus 8?
Just roll your 2d20s, and then I'll just see if either of them hit.
Okay.
Okay, both of them hit.
Okay, holy shit. Alright, so that's our 4d6.
Yeah. So
Plus
yeah, it's no, it's 2d6.
2d6. Oh yeah, because each one is d6, right.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 8. Let me just adjust that. 2d6 plus 8.
Also, he takes the full damage from the lightning bolt, so roll all of your 8d6 at him.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
Alright, so he takes
pathetic.
33 damage. That's 4 ones, holy shit. 4 ones in a row. Alright, so
Beats my 3 ones.
he takes 2 punches and a lightning bolt to the chest, and he staggers backwards. You can see that you've actually seared a fist mark into his chest. And he looks up at you and says, "Aha! Finally, a worthy opponent."
I'm so jealous I'm not watching. I can't watch.
You can actually see everything that's going on through Beefus Wallum's eyes.
Ah, shit. Very cool.
Alright, so after that is Iskra.
Okay. Where's my mouse? There it is. Zoop up there.
The soup.
And where is
He's
it?
a pretty big guy. You could probably get him in the shoulder or something.
I was trying to see where I was exactly. Oh yeah, go stand up here if I want. Yeah. We'll give it a shot like that. Go up there. And we're finna gonna go and stick. We'll stick a hunter's mark on him.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, do your shoots.
And then our 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 8.
Alright, 18 damage you end up doing to him.
Sorry?
You end up doing 18 damage.
Okay. And that's it for me.
Okay. Yax, you're up.
Okay, so we're just dogpiling on our meat. Or you could, like, drop the wine in there and then shout run.
We need to drag his passed
Yeah,
out
you
corpse.
do have a downed guy. Yax, do you want to use any of your class features?
You mean, like, raging?
Yeah, raging, recklessing, etc., etc.
Oh, reckless.
Okay. Okay, so still a miss on the first attack.
Pardon?
I said still a miss on the first attack.
Sorry, the halberd's +8. I always forget.
It's okay, you have advantage.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There you go, there's a hit.
Amazing.
Alright, 8 damage.
Where?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And if that's it for Yax, Ard, make a death save.
Okay.
Alright, 1 failure.
Oh god.
Alright, next up is Ardmule, who sees the 3 of you around him and goes, could we get these friggin' bodies out of the way, please?
Hold up.
Could we erase these?
I like those. Oh.
Yeah, they're good. You missed a fist. Here, let me pull that.
Shit.
Let me pull that over. And just there you go. There's Frothy feels very secure. Yeah. Okay. So you see Ardmule suddenly melt out of existence and then reappear behind Beefus Wallum. And
Why?
he immediately unleashes. First of all, he brays in your ear. You feel his warm breath, which smells a lot like cheese and alcohol. And suddenly you feel a disturbance, and you have a curse upon you. And then he starts trying to punch you. So what's your armor class?
My armor class. Hold on. My armor class is 16.
Okay, and do you have a shield or anything like that?
I do have shield.
Okay, do you want to use it or no?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, only one of the attacks hits you. However, it is a crit that hits you. And let me just see what his other... Oh, okay. So, he does, however, get knocked off balance after doing all that, so your next punch against him will have advantage.
You think you can intimidate me, villain?
He hits you for 13 damage with one of his fists.
Okay.
And that's it for his turn. So next up is Frothy, who sees an opening and is going to take it. Frothy jumps out with his brass knuckles on, clanks them together, and immediately starts unleashing a boxing combo on Ardmule's back.
Nice. Our boy.
Oh, and he gets 3 hits
Oh.
Wow. That's impressive.
for 22 damage.
Nice. I like him. Oop, another hunt.
Yeah. And then after that, it's Beefus Wallum.
Okay. So, Beefus Wallum is gonna tower over him and flex intimidatingly.
Okay. He doesn't exactly tower over him. They're the same size.
Well, I mean, he fell, right?
Together. No, he didn't fall. He's just off balance.
Okay, well, either way, he's going to huff his chest up to be as big as possible, like a condor.
Okay.
Fuck. Frothy is behind him, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so I can't really do a lightning bolt. Unless I reposition myself. Would repositioning myself like this make it avoid him?
Yeah. The lightning bolt would only hit Ardmule and then the wall.
Okay, excellent. So we're gonna punch.
Okay.
Wait, there's another one.
Yeah, there is another patch. Oh,
Uh.
critical patch. Okay, so what you see is when you do your first pinch, he attempts to put a shield up, but your pinch strikes right through the shield because your attack has the advantage there. So your fist melts right through his shield like a fencer going through a shield bearer.
Fuck yeah, Karamio smash!
All right, so that one's a crit, and then you still have your second punch.
Those were 2 punches.
No, it was one with advantage.
Oh. Oh, fuck. You're right. So that means I have to do another 2d20?
The second one doesn't have advantage, just the first one.
Oh, okay, just the first one.
Alright, so the second one is a miss, however that first one does strike critically, so roll double the dice.
So that's,
2d6.
2d6 plus... Oh, wait. Was there a plus?
Yeah, it's plus
Yeah,
your strength.
Plus 4. Plus 8. That's 2.
You didn't hit with both. It's, the crit doesn't increase the static damage, only the number of dice rolled.
Did I roll shit? I don't think it rolled.
No, I don't think so.
Why? Okay, so that's 2d6 plus 4.
Yep.
Hello?
10 damage.
Okay. It did a thing.
Okay.
And then the lightning bolt, yes?
Yep, so it needs to make a dexterity save. Which it fails. Roll your 8d6.
Holy shit.
Nice. 27 damage. Alright, back to Iskra.
Yes, that's me. I should... Wait, are they still dying right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna slap him in the face with the Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So, mosaic of something going over his face. I don't know what.
Okay. So yeah, roll your healing.
What's the amount of healing I can get? Level 1, 1d8 plus 2. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. You're back up. Your death saves fall off.
Now I'm just gonna... There you go, so you don't go right back down.
Okay.
Fuck.
And I'll just swap to, like, shield and rapier.
Oof, my internet just shit itself a bit. Here we go, we seem to be okay now. Okay. Alright, Yex, you're up. What are you hitting him with?
My halberd. Oh, he moved.
Yeah. Alright, so 26 is a hit. Do you want to rage or reckless or anything?
I'll reckless again.
Okay. Okay, so 26 is a hit. Okay, 12 damage. 19's a hit, see if you crit, I guess. Not quite, almost.
Not quite. Sorry, I'm getting really tired.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, for another 13. He's taken 145 so far.
It's a
Boy.
beefy ass man.
Alright, Ardeus, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to go here Oops. And can I grapple him from over here?
Yeah, you can attempt to grapple him.
Okay, so it's still a fight between men. Oh, fuck.
Right.
I don't think I'm gonna be.
I mean, I guess we'll see. He could roll a 1.
Oh, that is true.
He didn't.
Ah,
He didn't roll a 1. He just kind of smacks your hand away. And it's
I'm going between these two guys.
yeah, it's his turn. So here is what he does. He teleports over here,
He's gonna fucking shank you again.
and he casts Shatter.
I'm assuming we're all hit then.
Yes. So all of you need to make Constitution saves.
Constitution +2.
Does the ground melt if you put fire on it?
I guess you could find out.
Constitution.
Yeah, if the ground's made of cheese.
Oh my god, 28.
I will attempt to figure that out.
All right, Yex, and Wally, con saves.
Oh,
Sorry.
right. Constitution is +3. Wait, is that my save? Saving throws. Constitution. Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
+3.
fails.
Okay, so Ardeus and Frothy take half. The rest of you take 14.
Fucking
Ardeus takes 7.
still good.
Yeah.
Luckily, I did the healing word on myself.
All right, that's it for Ardmule's turn. Next is Frothy. Frothy is gonna get into combat here, and he's gonna run up and attempt to punch Ardmule. But the moment he does, oddly enough, Ardmule just zoops over to here. Frothy is baffled as to where he went. And it is now Wally's turn.
Okay. Let's see. Wally is going to come up here and he's gonna shockwave that boy.
Okay. Roll your attacks.
2 attacks.
Alright, there's one hit. Once he actually no, he can't use his reaction again, so 2 hits.
Okay, nice. Okay. And then that's 2d. Okay, 2d6 plus 8.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so smart. I'm memorizing it. No, what? Fuck. Just finished saying that I was so smart. Fuck
Okay.
up immediately.
Do you want to add a spell to that or no?
Can I? On top of that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Can I Scorching Ray?
Yep.
Maybe like at his feet.
Okay, go for it. Roll your 3 attacks.
Get some chiz melting happening. 3d 3d20. Yes. Holy shit.
Alright, so that is 3 hits, so roll your 6d6.
Or 66.
29 damage.
Does the ground melt any?
It does not appear to.
Okay. Some really solid cheese here. What is this, Parmesan?
There we go. Okay, if that's it for Wally, then next up is Iskra.
Oh, he's right there. Okay, so then I'm gonna do this. Let's see. What's the best thing? Okay, I'm gonna put Slayer's Prey on him. That's
Okay.
one. Should have done that earlier. Move over here to make sure I don't shoot the others, hopefully. And I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. That's a hit and a hit.
Both hits.
Yep.
Okay, 2d8.
2d8 plus
Plus
3d6 plus
3d6.
8.
Yes.
21.
Cool. And I'm just gonna skedaddle on this way.
Okay.
Yes.
Ardmule is looking much the worse for wear now.
Nice.
Alright, next up is Yax.
Guy keeps moving. Where you going, boy? I'm running away. Can't move with my tablet. I'm running away. I'm just gonna continue to reckless.
Okay. Alright, so hit.
I think that's it.
Yep.
Amazing. Does that hit?
Yeah, you have
I'll roll anyway,
yeah,
doesn't
you have
matter.
advantage, so alright.
Fuck off.
14.
I'm gonna flex at him again.
Excellent. Roll your athletics to flex.
Oh, it's athletics? I was just using my strength.
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I took into account that it was an additional plus proficiency.
I'm getting tired.
You don't flex quite as impressively. Alright, next is Ardeus.
Alright, you know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Down right here, and I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Okay,
Okay, I got it this time, guys. 18, please.
okay.
Fuck.
He shrugs you off again and says, "I'm sorry, master. I found a more worthy opponent than you."
Fuck.
Ouch.
Gonna get it eventually, fellas. Or he's gonna
His face is just a
knock out.
fucking target now. Alright. Is that it for Ardeus?
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
so...
now I'm gonna have a healing word myself real quick.
Okay,
Bag.
Ardmule
Okay, now it's my turn.
zips again. He blurs out of existence and reappears behind Beefus. Beefus, you feel something very, very cold and sinister come over you.
Okay.
Double curses.
Oh shit.
And then he attempts to unleash a volley of punches on you again.
Okay.
Do you wish to shield?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 hits. And that does... Uh, 2 of those, plus 2 of those, plus that. Alright, so he pounds you for a total of 32 damage.
Holy shit. I'm really feeling it.
His fists radiate with infernal energy, and every time he strikes you, you can feel the despair in your heart growing at this towering opponent. Alright, that's it for his turn.
Yeah, I have 21 hit points left.
Next up is Frothy, who's going to come up and unleash a volley of punches. Two of which hit. For a total of 14. Mule's really feeling it now. And next is Wally.
Hold on. I kind of want to reduce him in size. I want to do some enlarge reduce shenanigans.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go for another 2 punches. One of the things that I want him
Oh,
to do
enlarge
is...
reduce. Enlarge reduce is not an evocation spell.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's gay.
Think of evocation spells as like elemental spells.
Yeah, but I don't wanna.
Basically, evocation is things that do damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like I want to give him disadvantages to things. Anyways, I'm gonna illusory strike him, and I'm also going to scorching ray.
Okay, go for it. Roll your 6d20. Sorry, your 5d20.
My 5d20.
All right, so he puts up his shield, and your first fist melts right through it and decks him anyway. So you
Yes.
manage to hit him with 1 fist and 1 scorching ray.
Only 1 fist, but that's a crit, yeah?
Yeah, so it's going to be 3d6 plus 4.
Okay.
Total of
and then the
15
scorching-
damage.
Oh, is that the total?
Yeah, that's the total. Yep.
Okay.
He's nearly there. All right, back to Iskra.
I'm just gonna shoot at him again.
Okay, go for it. He's got cover from being in a narrow alleyway from all the wall of beef in front.
Oh.
So plus he has his shield, so actually both of those shots end up missing.
Oh. I would have just gone and stabbed him. Well,
Okay, is that it for
sucks
Iskra?
to suck. Yep, not much
Okay.
else I can really do.
In that case, Yax. Go for
What are we
it.
doing here?
Yeah, go for it, Yax. He looks very close to dead.
Ah, shit.
Where did he go? Oh, he just keeps running away.
Yeah, he's teleporting. He's teleporting fat guy.
I was thinking the same.
Shit.
Well, too bad, bitch.
Rolling the dice.
Okay,
I think I
that's a
did
miss. He has a shield up right now,
four. Oh,
so his AC is 5 higher.
oh. My shield doesn't do +5.
No, the spell shield.
Oh. I pee on him, I guess.
You still have your second attack if you want.
There we go, that should hit. No, wait.
Yep, that hits exactly.
Oh, okay.
See if you crit, I guess.
Yeah.
Not quite, but yep, that's a hit. For another 14 damage.
Nice.
Looks like a couple more of those and he'll be down. Next up is Ards.
Okay, I fucking got it. Got it this time, guys. Run it up here. I'm grappling him.
Okay,
Fuck. Please. Fuck.
you try to get your arms around his waist and you notice that your arms don't even fully wrap around.
Okay, I'll do healing word.
Okay. Alright, Ardmule's turn once again. Okay, and here's what Ardmule does. He's gonna cast a spell. He's gonna cast Thunder Step. So I'm gonna need everybody except Iskra to make a con save.
Yeah, I hung back.
Nope. Fuck.
How many times have I rolled over a 10 tonight?
A decent amount on the attacks, but you have been rolling very low as well.
Yeah, really.
Okay, Frothy succeeds. Wait, did Ardeas get a 2 on that?
Yeah.
Okay, so, he teleports away over here, and everybody there, except for, let's see. Oh, no, everybody failed that except for Frothy. So you all take 17 thunder damage.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
Well. It looks like Ardeus is knocked out again.
I'm pretty close to death.
Okay. We gotta finish this ASAP.
And after that... It doesn't have any bonus action things, so... Yeah, that's it for Ardmule's turn. Ardmule's just sitting here right behind Iskra. It is now Frothy's turn. Frothy, Frothy's gonna run over here and attempt another flurry of punches. Oh, wow. Good job, Frothy.
Damn.
For a total of 27. Mad Lad.
Holy
shit.
Did he fucking end him yet?
Not quite. Very close to. Alright, and Wally, go for it.
Okay, here we go. So, we are gonna go, and we are gonna fucking shockwave that mofo.
Okay, roll your attack.
Just to make sure, I'm gonna throw in a magic missile. 2d20.
Okay, so he throws up his shield, and both of those attacks strike against the shield and don't penetrate it. Also, the shield absorbs all of your magic missiles.
Fuck. Well, he's gonna walk away.
Oh, that would be an opportunity attack?
No. This is gay.
Okay, is that it for Wally?
Yeah, you can't do anything else.
Okay, Iskra.
Well, shit, I'm just gonna... What would be the best option here? I guess just stab, and get it over with, right?
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, stab. Use my cutlass. Swap to that. How much bigger is he?
He's definitely a size larger than you.
Okay, Furious Small Tongue, I'm gonna add that shit as well.
Okay, so when you try to swipe at him the first time, you see that your rapier moves right through his after image.
Oh, shit.
He uses a legendary action to Misty Step.
Oh my god, oh shit. Okay, so I'm gonna follow him right on then.
Alright.
And then hit him with the second attack.
Okay. So yeah, the second one will hit.
Okay. So it's gonna be just D8 plus 2d6, right? Or yeah, 2d6.
Yeah.
And it's just 4 plus 6. That's 10. So this should be right then. Oh god damn.
Okay.
It.
Oh.
17.
Okay.
Don't tell me he's 1 HP off.
Go ahead, Yax. He has 1 HP.
Wow.
He's at 319 out of 320.
Wow.
You serious?
Yeah, he has 1 HP. He's in 1 HP mode. He has his 1 HP face on.
Oh my god.
Okay. Can
Okay.
I flex at him so hard that he dies?
Sure.
Wait, okay, we'll do that first.
Yeah, do a flex off. And if you want to rage, you have advantage on flexing.
Oh shit.
Rage flexing.
Yeah, if you want to use a rage, then you have advantage to flex.
I'll be alright.
Testosterone.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you both begin flexing really hard. Your muscles rippling, and eventually Ardmule flexes so hard that he explodes
Oh.
into a shower of mule blood.
Oh.
Congratulations, Ardmule has been defeated.
Okay, great.
Hey, dudes, I contributed quite a bit with my 2 damage.
Make a death save.
There you go. Blood everywhere. Let's get rid of that now.
All right, you fail a death save.
I slap him again.
Okay. You get back up. There you are. Okay, congratulations.
Oh my god.
That's a pretty epic battle, guys.
All right,
Yeah.
so you see a wine shelf here. One of the wine bottles looks different from the others. It's clear as to the others, which have a deep reddish purple color. And inside the bottle, you can clearly see corn. This must be what he meant by raw moonshine.
Oh. I see. Alright.
I mean, that would make sense.
Does the bottle we picked up fit here? Does it match the rest or not?
Yes, it does.
Okay, we should swap them out then, and we'll
Okay,
take the corn.
so you place the bottle in here. You feel as though there is now a sense of sereneness about this place.
Nice.
And yeah, now you have a bottle of corn.
Let's go put it where the corn is, I guess.
Okay, where do you go?
Where the fish used to be.
Okay. Which door do you go through?
Backtrack, I guess.
Yeah, into one over there.
The one
Okay.
that doesn't lead to Froghemoth.
Wait, so we're gonna put the corn where the fish used to be?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so yeah, what do you do?
We just stick it on.
Like bottle and all?
Oh
Like-
no, I guess we remove it.
Okay, you can't seem to get the corn out of the bottle.
What the fuck?
Guess we'll hold on to it for a little bit longer.
And yes, if you try to place the if you try to place the bottle on the stalk, nothing seems to happen, and you don't get the same sense that you got in the other areas.
Okay, can I just reduce the size of the corn, pull it out, and then take the spell off?
Your spell doesn't seem to go past the confines of the bottle.
What the fuck do you mean?
What if we put corn in the bottle and then put the bottle on the shelf?
What? The corn is already in the bottle.
Yeah, we're trying to get it out.
You can't like jam it on, like turn it upside down and jam the bottle on the stalk.
It seems as though the bottle is out of place in this area. Your
I would just
mission
hold
was
on to it and move on,
was to set things right in these 3 zones.
We get the Froghemoth to pull it out, eh? Or
Well, we got the whole serene feeling once we stuck the fish in there, right?
Yep.
So
Okay.
that was already solved.
Yeah, let's think.
Should we check some of the other doors after a bit of a rest? Like from the moon room? To
I'm
avoid
gonna take an 8-hour rest right now.
Yeah, that way we avoid Lizhemoth.
Okay, so you get an 8-hour rest in 6 seconds.
No, I like being for real.
You're very close to done.
I'm also very tired.
I don't know what to do with this. Oh, I mean, I guess we could give it to the frog Hemoth, right? He wanted it.
Might not be his bottle though.
He did seem very, very distressed about the loss of his bottle.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
let's try
happy
giving
with it.
this to the frog here, because he might pull it out. The corn, because it doesn't belong.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Okay.
you head back to the Frog
Frog
Hemoth
Hemoth.
room. Alright.
yes.
Alright, so you re-enter this room, and you see the Frog Hemoth looking down at the puddle very, very sadly, sniffling.
Okay. Wally is gonna come out with the bottle.
When you do, it immediately stands up and notices you and sees that you have a bottle. And it
Yeah,
goes,
he
"Wah!"
Poor baby.
begins stamping his feet and pointing at you.
Okay. Yeah, he holds it out to our boy.
It gives a curious whack.
Wally gives a reassuring wah.
Wah. All right, so you just go and give him the bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hand the bottle off to the Frog Hemoth, who takes it up in a tentacle, looks inside, makes a curious whack, reaches into the bottle with a sticky tentacle, grabs the corn and pulls the corn out, and hands you the corn, and then cuddles with the bottle.
Yeah. I
Woo.
pat the frog Hemoth.
Wah.
Yeah. Okay. And now we go put the corn on the thing.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Nice.
Yay! We spared the one that needed to be spared.
Alright, so you return back here, and you place the corn where the corn should be. And you get a sense of sereneness all about you.
Excellent.
Your mind feels very, very at ease now.
Okay.
Alright, what now? Now that you've restored balance to the 3 areas.
Back to
Guess
the
we
ship.
get on the boat, right?
Okay.
It's only the 3 areas, right?
Yeah, you head back to the boat.
Where Wally and Ardeus are giving each other shoulder rubs.
Oh.
Okay.
Mean,
So you notice that your seagull friend is actually nowhere to be found. Where did I even put them? Did I actually delete them? Or are they just under one of you? I don't know. Whatever, you don't see them. Anyway, upon finishing the task, when you replace all of the out-of-place objects in each of the dream planes and return to the ship, you find that it is, surprisingly, dark and stormy. Lightning crashes and strikes the mast of the ship, setting it alight, and your vessel begins getting tossed about very harshly by the waves.
okay.
You look around, but your seagull guide friend is nowhere to be found. Instead, you see a massive dark shape perched upon the bowsprit.
Oh.
Hi.
It is the form of a gigantic black crow, fearful and grotesque. Looking at it, you would say that it is the very picture of your deepest nightmares. It turns its gaze upon
Oh,
you.
my nightmares.
Yax, you suddenly get flashbacks to the dream that you had about the underwater panther.
I had a dream about an underwater panther.
Yeah, the The dream that you had about Shepesh.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I thought
Colloquially,
Shepesh was a panther, not a crow.
colloquially known as the underwater panther to the people of Lake Koyat.
Oh.
Other people know it as a dragon. But looking at the crow, suddenly the image of the dream reappears in your mind. The crow turns its gaze on all of you, and the last thing that any of you hear is the shrill squawk of the beast, like the sound of metal rending between your ears.
Wow.
And then...
I don't want to dream again for a while.
And
And then Yax, Ardeus, and Frothy wake up, surrounded by their companions back at the Funky Crunch office. And then after that, you all end up going on an undersea adventure at the behest of Sample in the sessions that happened leading up to this.
Nice.
And then zooming forward...
And I liked it better when you were swole.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't catch any of that, Sarah.
I said I turned to Wally and I said I liked it better when you were swole.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Yax and Ardeus recount their dream to the rest of the party after the few months that pass on your adventure.
yes, and I look at Artemule and I'm thinking about how to make him stronger.
Yep, you're finding yourself very inspired by the things that you saw in the dream there. You're looking at the Froghemoth here in a whole different light now. You feel like
we're totally gonna taxidermy what's his lizard into his head.
what? He's not big enough. You'd have to make like a paper mache one.
I know what's happening.
I mean, you can always use Pumpkin's magic, right?
For what?
What?
Doesn't Pumpkin have like a large reduce?
Yeah, he would still not be anywhere near big enough.
I don't think permanency is a thing.
And also, if you like try to taxidermy a familiar, they'll just poof.
Well, I was saying to taxidermy, you just have him place on there for a bit, just for the satisfaction of the moment.
Be easier to just make a paper mache head and give him a little bottle to hold. But yes, congratulations, everybody, on getting past the dream sequence. I hope you enjoyed the strange creatures who appeared there, from Beefus Wallum to Pepper Iskra to Pumpkin Pumpkin to Wiz the Lizhemoth to Walking Ardman.
Yes.
Good. On the next session of Dungeons and Dragons, you guys are going to be level 7. So I'll be helping whoever needs help leveling up stuff between sessions, and we'll be taking care of any other business that needs to go on between sessions. We're going to be taking a little bit of time off so that I can prepare all of your level 7 adventures. It's going to be a big ol' open world section, and I'm going to need to make a bunch of new maps, put in a bunch of new music, and write story for every single corner of Canem that you're going to be able to access. By land and by sea.
Exactly the one that you didn't finish.
What was that?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, I think that was everything. Oh, right. For some reason, Yex gets a craving for olives.
Olives?
Hold on. There you go. There's some olives.
The only person who really got like traumatized is poor old Frosty over.
Frothy Grogbeard.
I don't know what's going on.
What was that, Sarah?
I said I closed Chrome, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
There's olives.
Yeah, there's olives.
Excellent.
But yes, on the next session of D&D, there's going to be a whole lot of stuff to do. You've got employees who want to talk to you, business to discuss about what your next plans are and where you should go now that all of Canaan is basically open to you. And you, very importantly, need to check out the Brothers of Opidus to relay the information about Sample there and about all of the things that you've found them to be tied to. And as well, Noelle is actually going to have a whole lot of information for you regarding the time that she has spent with Chirp.
Yeah.
Did we go back to Sample's lab? The one who hired us?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
That's because you had left.
Oh.
I guess,
So
do you
what
want
happened
to, yeah, do you want to quickly recap that for Sarah?
Yeah.
So we beat the Simulacra and his Perfect Atom. As soon as we killed the Simulacra mainly, like, all the damage started shrieking, all that stuff, you were there pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But, we had to, like, book it on now,
Mm-hmm.
because the whole tower's gonna, like, implode on itself and collapse. So we got Ardeus' 3 familiars to, like, basically we went inside, like, one of the shipping containers where we started. His 3 familiars basically dropped us in the water, and then they picked it up and then yeeted us out the door.
Oh.
And the thing collapsed. We were in there for a couple hours. Some of us passed out because lack of oxygen.
Oh dear.
And then Sample found us. We give him the drives and information. It's like, hey, you're a Simulacra too. He's like, oh, well, shit. Well, I'm the only one alive anyway, so I am the real one. Too bad. And, yeah, give us, like, the whole partnership, all that stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of information that he also gave us regarding the fact that the universe basically gets reset every however many years.
not the universe.
What?
And no, it's
But,
not a
like,
reset.
Wasn't
K&M
it
gets,
was,
like,
it was the blink rate.
It was, yeah, it's, Canaan
Like a
society
soundtrap.
gets a reset. Basically what happens is that Cogni, the floating eye in the sky, is like a psychic bomb that goes off every 2,000 years, wiping out the majority of the conscious minds of Canaan.
Yeah. So basically, we just get a hard reset.
Oh.
So that's why Canaan is built on countless societies that seem to have disappeared out of nowhere, is because every 2,000 years or so, Cogni just says, alright, fuck your brains, and then anybody with any kind of intelligence just gets nuked.
Pretty much. Other things
Probably turn
were
it off.
What was
the
that?
other.
I said we should probably turn that off.
Yeah. that's
Especially
the point.
because it's presumed to be ready to go off again within the next 10 to 100 years.
Yup.
Oh, I was worried you were gonna say months or something like that. Because we were tracking time, and I'm like, shit.
And then other things are like the other major things, so like Shepesh, Leviathan, and stuff are just kind of like other great beings that are meant to like keep us in there. Stuff we kind of knew already.
Yeah. I honestly thought Cogni was a space laser.
Basically.
Yeah, it sort of is. It's just instead of laser, it's like psychic blast.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm up to date.
That being said, there have been creatures who have survived it. For example, Sample Simulacrums.
Mm-hmm. And Chirp, basically, too.
Chirp was like in stasis, though.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess that's one way to survive it.
We're just gonna put the whole fucking world in stasis.
Well, you do have a lot of those pods, but it's definitely not enough pods for everybody in the world.
Yeah.
Give him some AirPods.
Oh shit.
Alright, in that case, thank you all for watching. Slightly shorter session just because this was a bit of a filler session to to have another one in order to give me time to finish all of the level 7 stuff, which I'm still working very hard on. Got a lot still to do. I still need to draw up basically every single map. You guys are gonna be... I'm gonna say you guys are gonna be level 7 for about half as many sessions as we've had up to date.
No.
So 24, yeah, 24 or 25 sessions, because it is full open world. You can go basically anywhere that I've drawn so far. There's most of it is optional, and it's gonna take you, at an estimate, over a year probably of in-game time to beat level 7.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I could craft stuff between 6 and 7, right?
Yep, there's actually going to be a whole lot of updates for you in terms of equipment and gear between stuff that was made at Greatheart by the Brothers of Opidus and the Monster Slayers coterie and the Lyceum and whatnot.
Just keep in mind when school starts up, I might not be able to play again. Because if I have class Monday morning, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
we might change up the schedule if it comes to that.
Just kind of a heads up, though.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Just let me know and I can change my work schedule accordingly too.
I haven't gotten the schedule yet. I don't know what's going on. They're fucking
Yeah.
dragging their heels, but
Yeah.
Imagine
They're
if
still doing-
school starts up again and they just go right back to striking.
Oh,
God.
I'd fucking sob.
they're, Anyway, I looked at they're still doing registration for summer classes, so it won't be for a while till I get that info.
Alright.
Anyway.
Yep. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a good time. I'm gonna throw up my
Right.
thanks for watching. Good night, everybody. We're gonna do a little raid. I'm gonna head over
A raid
to 8-Bit Noise's channel, who is also playing Dungeons and Dragons. So go give 8-Bit Noise some smooches on the nose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just go do that. Throw up some bears or whatever you got. Bears, slimes, whatever you feels likes. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. 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 Bye.